Guys, we have 2 episodes left until we've officially hit a year of this podcast.
Oh, I'm like, are we canceling the podcast?
I mean,
2 episodes left before I'm done with this.
I mean, after a year, we can kind of just decide what we want to do.
No.
We just decide what we want to do, you know?
We're barely gonna start it.
You know what
Gotta
I'm saying?
keep the choo-choo train trucking along.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and play this young intro music, and then we can go ahead and discuss all these topics.
It's been a year, but you're still like really bad.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Give me your wallet.
Do that.
Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet.
Jesus.
Have you ever had a dream that you...
What is up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to episode, insert number here of the Playing Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa.
Hey, isn't that 46?
Hey, 46. It's 46.
It is 46, right?
Yeah, John, go back and edit me.
I'm on
saying
it.
Episode
I'm
46.
not gonna do that. I'm not doing that.
It's been a year.
You're just gonna look dumb.
Why would I have to? No, just go ahead and edit that.
It hasn't been a year. You just said it. We have 2 episodes, and then it's been a year.
We round up here at the Playing Pod, John. So, anyway, before we get
No, we
into,
don't.
hold on, before we get into all that dilly dallying, Jonathan,
Okay.
I want to go ahead and welcome. Not welcome, although yes,
Well, welcome.
to all you guys listening. But I want to shout out to our audio listeners over on all the digital streaming platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Music, all of them. Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. Shout out to you guys for listening and sharing. I see our numbers. I see it. Little by little, we're growing.
Actually, Alex, we're also on Apple Music because this is what I'm doing now.
So this is Rafa's last episode for
We had a good run.
It was nice while it
All right,
lasted.
guys,
That's not it.
Thank you for having me on. It's been a blast, and I bid you adieu.
You can hear Rafa sing during his stream. No, wait, no, we'll do that later. We'll do that later.
So
I was gonna plug you in, which I shouldn't. But Alex, thank the other people.
I just want you to know that when you did that, I looked into a camera that's not here recording me, like Jim from The Office.
You did the gym.
I did that.
I just stared at Rafa's icon with hate on Discord. I was just like, if he could just disconnect right now, that would be great.
But anyway, shout out to everybody on the digital streaming platform. Shout out to y'all, and then shout out to our YouTube viewership because that's the only place where you can see what we play while we pod.
Holy
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today it's Resident Evil Resistance. Woo!
Wow.
Woo! Hey!
I didn't see that one.
I did not.
Hey!
I did not know that's what you were playing.
All right.
Hey man,
Well, everybody.
you a sneaky little snake. You know that little sneaky snake.
I was like looking through the games and I'm like, I don't want to play CyberPunk because I need to pay attention to that game. And I'm like, you know what? I've been wanting to play this Resident Evil game for a hot minute, and you won't play with me. So
Oh no, okay.
I'm gonna play for myself. I'm
okay.
gonna play with myself.
Here's what we're gonna. Here. You're not gonna go ahead and spin web of lies because for the last couple of weeks I've been asking you to play a plethora of many different games with me, and you have declined each and every one of those invitations.
No, a plethora. By plethora, you mean do you want to play Fortnite? Which no is the answer.
A plethora of different Fortnite games, and you said no to all of them.
Still don't want to play Fortnite.
We could run duos.
As you can see, I would rather play this Resident Evil game than Fortnite.
I've invited you to all other games too.
You have not.
Yes, I have. I've invited you to Save the World in Fortnite. I invited you to Creative Mode in Fortnite, and you just don't want anything to do with me.
You invited me to creative mode in Fortnite.
Yeah, for the sake of this argument, yes.
Well, no, I don't want to do that either. There you go.
Man, shit, I can't.
Resident Evil.
I know we have the what are we playing this week, baby, but like, since we're talking about Fortnite already, I guess we could see. I don't know. How do we?
It's
handle
part of the
this?
news. Just slap the what are you playing?
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, let's just jump into that topic because Fortnite, man. On sing
Go ahead,
along Saturday.
press the button.
Yeah, baby.
If you don't just press the.
I pressed it.
Baby.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to What Are We Playing This Week, baby? This is the segment of the podcast where we like to go in and tell you what we've been playing outside of podcasting, outside of YouTube, outside of streaming. Check out Rafa Gaming on Twitch. And we tell you what we like to play. So, John, kick it off. Go ahead. Tell us what you've been playing this week, baby.
It's been pretty sad this week, honestly. I finally beat Valhalla. I finally beat it. Asterisk.
Oh, there's an asterisk.
Oh, what?
Because that game, and Rafa, you're going to find this out in Odyssey too, that game's main story is not the ending. The real ending is when you go through that giant wave of people you have to assassinate. So
Wait,
you know,
on.
like there's that giant spider web.
There's a bit of a confusion. So don't Rafa, don't take that as okay. So the game has it's
wait, no, this is my section.
No,
section.
but I want to explain it because that's.
I got it.
No, I'm talking.
I'm about to say it right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Okay, Rafa. So the ending of the game, like the ending of the story, for like let's say Alexios or Eivor, like yes, that's the ending for their main story, like their main narrative, but their main narrative isn't like the grand scheme of things like the Assassin's Creed main story, you know what I'm saying? So like you're running through this person's campaign and you beat it, but ultimately it's not like the end. It's not going to explain how this fits into Assassin. It does a little bit, but it's not like the ending, you know? In order to get like the true ending, you know how like Arkham Knight had like you finished the ending, but to get the true ending, you had to collect all the Riddler trophies.
Wasn't that Arkham City?
That was
Arkham Knight.
No,
it was Arkham Knight.
City.
No, it was Arkham Knight.
No. It was
yes.
Arkham City.
Arkham City was the last one.
Arkham Knight was the last one.
Wait, am I tweaking?
You both are.
Wait, am I?
It's Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight.
Right, Arkham City is only.
No, at the end, the Riddler trophies in all of them. But I'm saying like.
Yeah, but like I'm pretty sure.
Listen to me.
With the power of the internet,
I'm telling you, it's Arkham Knight because that's when he does the protocol where he dies. Spoiler alert!
Damn, bitch.
That game's so old.
Alex, Google it.
I am.
I'm telling you, Rafa, you did this.
I can't remember which one. I know I did.
I'm telling you.
I can't remember if it was City or Night though.
I'm telling you, it's Night. Anyway, you understand that premise, correct? You understand that?
Yeah. You have to, like,
that's how Odyssey and Valhalla works. So I beat the story, but it hasn't. I haven't like fully beaten like the actual story, like how it ties into everything else in the Assassin's Creed lore.
So you have to do all the side.
John was right.
So I know I'm right. So I have to assassinate all the big players, and you do too for Odyssey if you want to get that ending, and I think also all the Codex pieces. But I think that's me. I don't know about you.
So I have to be number one in the mercenary list.
No. You have to
the Cult of Cosmos.
Yeah, the Cult of Cosmos.
So you gotta kill all those people, and I don't even know if you're there yet.
No, I'm not. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Okay, well you're gonna get to a giant. That's gonna suck. But yeah. So I beat Assassin's Creed, like the main story for Eivor, but I haven't. I'm not done with the game, and that's all I really played. I haven't really got to play Cyberpunk a lot. Played it.
Allow me to ask a question to you.
Eh.
Did you like the main story? Like you played Odyssey, you played Valhalla. I mean, you played all of them. But compared strictly to Odyssey, is Eivor's story? Do you like it better than Alexios?
Not really. No. Griffin mentioned like the main story's ass, and I was like, well, no, I'm actually enjoying it. But it felt really long for no reason. Like it felt incredibly long. Like it was stuffed with the same missions over and over again. And his narrative is I'm not all that invested. It's like they had trouble kind of like piecing this Viking era narrative into the Assassin's Creed lore. And I don't know, it didn't feel like it fully worked for me. Like I don't know. I didn't care that much. I just wanted to beat it so I could play Cyberpunk without that hanging over me. But I still have to do all the other stuff, so it doesn't matter.
That's how I kind of feel with Odyssey. You know, I'm barely like, you know, I don't even think I'm 20 hours in, but like, I'm here running around assassinating people and doing this and like, I especially love doing the thing where I kill the people who put bounties on me because I'm like,
That is so
hey,
fun.
Right.
yeah.
That is so fun.
Yeah, so like I'm doing that and like in the of course like the main story missions and the side missions, but like I don't it doesn't feel like I'm playing like in a like an Assassin's Creed game. Like there's
Right.
no like connection to what I know what Assassin's Creed is. So it's like I'm just playing a Spartan game. I don't even know like
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But I think that's why I like Odyssey more because I'm like I like Spartans and stuff like that, and
it's
the game is
cool.
just really really good. Like
Yeah.
it's just fun. Um, but damn, when the kind of the way they're telling the story now, it's just like how does this fit into the grand scheme of things? And it's like the assassin's story takes like a backseat to whatever the hell the character's story is, which I don't know if I like that as much because now I got to do extra shit to get the true story. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you beat Alexios' story, or you're playing as Cassandra, right?
Yeah.
So like once you beat that story, it's like it doesn't really tell you how his story fits into the rest of the Assassin's
I
Creed games.
kind
You
of
would have to
I
you have
kind
to
of
do
don't
more than
care.
that.
I kind of don't
I
care.
mean, if you don't care, you don't care. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to.
Like I'm just enjoying the experience of being a Spartan
Right.
I will say
missionary.
though, the more you play into the game, you can start to get more invested, and certain things get really. Not I'm talking about Odyssey, not Valhalla. I haven't really played that one, but certain stuff starts coming out, and then you're like,
Mm.
oh shit, and then you start to get into it. So like, I
Yeah.
found that I also didn't care. I was just enjoying Sparta kicking people off like roofs. And
Right.
then
Which is fun.
as the story continued and kept going, I was like, oh man. So I ended up I killed everybody in the Cult of Cosmos, and I ended up being the #1 bounty guy.
Yeah.
Like I ended up doing all that shit.
I will say that I think
Mm.
Odyssey is a better game than Valhalla. I'll say that right now. I'll say that right now because you know what? I put like 60, 70 hours into Odyssey. And I killed all the people in the Cult of Cosmos, and I did all the extra shit. Like I wanted to do the extra shit. Valhalla, I feel like it's a chore, and I don't want to do that.
Do you? I mean, do you feel that because Cyberpunk just came out? Like, will
That's
you?
what I think. I think you rushed through it.
Maybe
Yeah.
no,
If
no. I
Cyberpunk,
put my time into it, and maybe the Cyberpunk does have something to do with it.
For the
but
last
like,
for the
let's
last
say
week and a half, John, you've been saying nothing but I have to beat this game so I can play Cyberpunk. I'm only playing this so I can
Yeah.
beat Cyberpunk. I have,
like
have to,
let's
so
let's
like
say let's
Right.
say Cyberpunk came out or around the same time as Odyssey. Would you have done the same thing? Like, will you know like?
I don't know. I don't know. You could be right. It could be because of Cyberpunk, but at the same time, it's just like I think I mentioned this to you guys before, where it just felt like a slog just going through it towards that latter half because literally it's the same missions over and over again with like a different face paint,
Mm,
and I don't know. It doesn't feel as diverse in the shit, and maybe just because I haven't. Maybe I've only been doing the main quests for it because I did explore more in Odyssey, so maybe it has to do with that. But I don't know, man. I like the Lexio slash Cassandra and their whole thing more than this one. Even though this game is like really really pretty and the gameplay is tight as hell, I think I preferred Odyssey. Like I actually cared about the story a little more.
hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you got a good one. You got a good one there. I wouldn't even say you have to play Valhalla. Odyssey, that's the one right there.
Well,
But yeah, that's this whole thing turned into like a Assassin's Creed review.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I played. Haven't really got to touch Cyberpunk as much to kind of give an opinion.
boo.
You haven't made your weenie yet?
Mm-mm. Oh, I made my weenie.
That's the first thing
Oh.
you do. That's like
That's the first thing.
when that game
Hey.
opened up. The first thing
Yeah.
I did was I skipped the face, I skipped the hair, I went straight down to the genitals. I was like, "Here we go, baby. This is what I wanted." And then I
You
sent
know what
guys a
I'm mad
picture.
about though? You know what I'm mad about? You did send me the picture, right? I stay getting pictures.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know what I'm mad about? Nobody's talking about that there's a nipple feature that like you can opt to remove your nipples.
Because
No one's talking about that. Like
no
there's
one
a
cares. No one cares.
I just think that's strange.
You're the
Like,
only
that's so
one
weird.
that cared about the removing nipples.
Who's like, you just walk around no nipples? Like that's weird.
You can walk around with your dick out. Why? Who cares about the nipples?
I just I like.
Well, to
I don't
be
know.
fair, John, guys don't really have a purpose having nipples.
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess.
mine are
I
really
just thought
pointy
that was
for
so
no
weird.
reason. Like, why do I
Like-
have these pointers?
Like nipples are used, when a woman has a child to breastfeed.
I know what the fuck nipples are for. Okay.
And
I didn't
as
ask.
men-
I didn't ask what are the functions of a nipple. I was just like, why is
Mine-
that a
Mine
like
are
the dick one? I was like, okay.
My nipples are like a push to start, like when you turn the car on. Like if you, that's how you wake me up in the morning. You just like touch them both at the same time, and I just like turn on.
And my shit
and
just
I'm
goes
awake.
up.
Yep. So there's that fun
Anyway.
fact.
Nice.
That's an Easter egg for me.
Yeah. So if you haven't touched Cyberpunk yet, you can choose to not have nipples.
Which
That's what that was my takeaway.
okay, ask me now.
No.
What I've been playing this week, baby. Go ahead, ask me.
What
Rafa
have
asked
you
him.
been playing, Natalie?
Hey, thanks for asking, Rafa, because John's over here thinking it's the John and Pod with John and John and John.
With John.
Ooh.
No, yeah. So this week I've been playing a whole lot of Fortnite, cause
What else is no?
Fortnite's the biggest game of the year. I don't give a fuck. Biggest game of all time. Thank you. There's that. I've been trying to get
Yo,
Mando.
I hate. Real quick, I hate. Wait, oh hell! Someone messaged me in this game because I was doing really, really bad. I don't want to open it because I think he's gonna hurt my feelings.
What game?
In Resistance, we lost in the podcast. We lost,
I
and this
don't
guy
even
sent
know.
me a message mid game.
I don't even know what that game's about. So
It's about being
It's
a trash Resident Evil experience and interrupting me while I'm talking about what game.
I'm sorry.
So here
the
we
dude
go.
this dude messaged me in the middle. I don't know what to do. Can I help you?
read it.
Yeah, read it.
Guys,
Read
can
it.
I read it real quick? All right, this guy said, potentially offensive content hidden. Oh wait,
Oh shit! I think he called you the N word.
can I open this? Show
Read
content.
it. Read it.
He said all he called me was a fool.
What? Why is that?
it.
Why is that potentially? What?
You a fool.
I love that.
I thought he was gonna
I
drop like
agree.
all
That's
kinds
this
of racial
guy.
slurs.
He just called me a fool.
I agree with that gentleman.
For real, yo.
Man,
Shout
I
out,
was-
shout out to him.
I was
Shout out
pretty.
to him.
Yeah, shout out to that guy. I was pretty foolish, honestly. I didn't, that was pretty foolish. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead.
Xbox.
That threw me for a loop.
Xbox said that was potentially offensive to call you a
Yeah,
fool. What
called me
the
a fool.
hell? I mean, you are
I mean, it is a minor insult.
it's more potentially accurate than
right.
than offensive.
Like, he called you a dum dum, and I mean, yeah.
It's a jackass. But yeah,
He
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
Fool. That's funny.
That's all he said. No like exclamation mark, like no nothing. Just fool.
Okay, but
That's what I said. That's too spicy.
okay,
Go
but
ahead, I'm so
anyway,
sorry.
Fortnite. Been playing, trying to get Mandalorian. Still haven't gotten him. I'm like 2 levels.
You're still
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, these
what's
kids,
going on there?
these 12-year-olds are leveling up to get kind of difficult up here where I'm at.
Alex, they're bots. There's bots in the game.
No, there isn't, John.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho's,
Everybody knows this.
There's bots in
anywho.
Fortnite?
No, there
That's
isn't.
lame.
John says that. but
They
no,
added bots in
no,
Fortnite.
They didn't. No, they didn't. It's cool.
That's lame.
It's cool.
I'm telling you,
killing
there anybody who plays Fortnite.
Hey,
I'm
no one fucking cares.
me
All
right.
right, so anyway, let's talk about the big game this week, and it's
Same.
CyberPunk. So CyberPunk, the most hyped game of like the last. I don't remember any other game being this hyped in the last maybe like since GTA 5.
5.
Yeah, that was probably the last like big hype game like this. Yeah, sure, Red Dead was moderately hyped, but as far as like
It's really hype, but not as much
no,
as
not
GTA 5.
yeah, not like GTA 5, not like fucking Cyberpunk. So I play it, I have it, I'm playing. I have to say where I'm playing it at because it's a very different experience depending where you play it. We'll talk about that a little more after we get to Rafa's point.
Alright.
But so far, Cyberpunk been having a really great time. But I'm saying that now so we can get to Rafa's part, so because we gotta have a more in-depth conversation on Cyberpunk. But this week I've just been playing mainly Cyberpunk and with a dab of Fortnite here and there, and that's it. And a Rainbow Six. We played Rainbow Six with you guys for a video this week, so played that too.
That's right. You are right. We did play.
Yeah.
You are right. We played Rainbow Six Siege for last week's Wednesday video. Check that out. Plug.
Okay, now Rafa,
Very good.
go ahead.
That was good.
Without joining it up, what did you play this week, baby?
Wait, what do you mean
Can't-
Johnny it up?
Can't even talk to my friends. Why we have a conversational audio experience if I can't have the conversation?
I played. Let me pull up my list of games. I'm kidding. I don't have a list.
Wait, hold
I
on,
played-
John, did you stop playing Hades? What happened to Hades?
I just haven't touched it, man.
That's one of the games I'm like waiting to get.
This game is this is one of the games I really want to play.
No, that game is really good. There's just it's Cyberpunk, and I had to beat Valhalla. Like, y'all know what it is, man. Come on.
Gotcha.
I've played outside of like video games. Outside video games. What the fuck does that even mean? Outside of like videos and streaming, I've only played Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Because my internet went out out of nowhere this like one day, and I was like, I had nothing to do but to play a single player game, so I was going in. I can tame wolves now. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm killing all the other mercenaries that are below me, so I'm holding back the mercenary culture. You know how it is.
Gotcha. Hold it down.
Uh-huh.
Only me as mercenary, and other than that, on like streams and all this other stuff, I played Mud Runner. Don't play that game. Rainbow Six Siege with you guys. I played it yesterday with the rest of the dum dums out there.
You
I
can call
love
them
you guys.
numbskulls.
That's
I was gonna call them numbskulls. I decided to go with dum dums.
that's potentially offensive.
Oh wait. John, we played Fogs. Last
We
week,
did play
remember that?
Fogs.
We
You're
played
right.
Fogs. That's a good game right there, baby.
Yeah, that game is stupid.
that
agree.
game is a trip. That game, dude. Alex,
That game is
just,
stupid as hell.
dude, that game. Like I somehow was connected to that game. Like things just made sense to me in that game.
Well,
I don't know if I was sleepy,
John
but
said it
he was
was
over here
stupid.
like, oh, of course we have to freeze in this certain way, and we climb up like nothing that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. And Rafa was just like, yeah, like that's not surprising at all. Like, yeah, that's exactly what we have to do. We have to
Like, yeah.
we have to freeze in the shape of an L as dogs, and then go up the staircase, even though we're and it made sense and it worked.
What
And
the
it
hell
just-
kind of sentence did you just say to me? Yeah,
That's literally what happened. I can't
Yeah.
explain it any other way.
Yeah.
I'll look into that game, but that just sounded
Like,
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's a really crazy like it looks really simple, and like when you're playing it, it's a co-op game. So you know like Cat Dog, Alex.
Yeah.
It's instead of Cat Dog is Dog Dog.
This
So
dog
it's
dog.
Two dogs connected to each other,
All right.
and then and there's a bunch of puzzles, and then at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is pretty simple. It was not really that much to it. But then the game started throwing some new like gameplay elements into it, and it was getting really fun towards the end. And like there was a lot of like these puzzles where like it was just clicking to me, like, oh, we just do this, and we're just like flowing through it, and like John was saying, it's like why is this making sense to me? Like it's like my soulmate made this game or some shit. I don't know. Like I was just really into it.
Fox creator, call Rafa.
Yeah, call me. You're my soulmate.
You were just training it up in there.
He's over here like, of course you have
Yeah.
to freeze.
Yeah, of course. We have to get into this weird ass design. Oh, and then that boss fight at the end. Oh, dude, that shit was hilarious.
That boss fight's stupid.
Oh, you
That
guys
shit was
beat it?
fun. We beat the first.
We beat the first world, and like there's like these crazy boss fights. You know, like when you're a kid and they have like those. It's like this grid, and there's like pointy stuff, and you use like a rubber band to kind of like to like put them on top of one of the things and like make these shapes. Does any of that make any sense to you?
No.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but
You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about, Rafa?
Yeah.
There's like when you're a kid, there's like this grid, and there's like these pointy things coming out of the grid, and you use rubber bands and like to make shapes or lines or shit like that, just like by tying part of the rubber band to.
I'm visualizing something, and I think it's what you're talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes.
I feel like I'm explaining it very, very bad. I can't really explain it any other way.
No, I think I got it.
The boss battle ended was like that, where we had to like, there was like these pillars, and we had to kind of wrap ourselves in a certain shape to get past like whatever obstacle. It was weird, but
it was
me and Rafa were just out of sync, nasty.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty
It
fun though.
was funny. And by the way, if you want to see that specific part of the stream, John
clipped
did
it.
clip it, so it is under my clips on my
Dang.
stream.
You should
Check
on
it
my
out.
Twitch.
Rafa on the Geekjar Discord. You should share your clips in there. Do that.
Oh,
You
okay.
should. There's a clip section, and there's also a self promo section. So
Yeah,
you
do
should,
it.
promo
Both
it
of
up,
those
or
things.
just fucking announce it. You should just be announcing it on the
Yeah, the announcement section.
thing because you are a Geek Jar person.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
it's for.
I shall do that.
All right, let's talk about Cyber. Wait, were you done? I'm sorry.
I played Smite.
Oh jeez. Did John it up?
Sorry. Yeah. I can't think of anything else. So yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna take this segment out the fucking podcast, man. Y'all just gonna talk.
That's what it's for.
That's what it is.
I'm kidding.
But you people in the chat, not in the chat, in the comment section or tweet at us, let us know what you're playing because it might be something that I'm not playing, or Alex is playing, or Rafa's playing, and then we can try some new things. I know Eric is super on my ass about the new Yakuza game. I do want to get it. I'm gonna get it, Eric, at some point.
he is really
Just-
on your ass about it.
He really wants me to get. He really wants me to get the. I don't even know what it's called, like Yakuza something
Is
of the
it
Dragon.
like a dragon or something?
Enter the dragon.
Like a Dragon, I think it is.
Oh,
Enter
okay.
the Dragon.
Whole
Is that a
different movie.
Bruce Lee film?
Isn't it
Yeah.
a Jet Li film?
Not Jet.
It's not Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh,
Willis.
yeah, Bruce Willis.
Okay, yeah, but the Bruce Willis film.
But I will
Enter
get
the
it, Eric. I
Dragon.
promise you at some point. And that Final Fantasy game at some point. Cyberpunk. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Cyberpunk 2077. Everybody knows what game this is if you've even remotely in touch with gaming. It
Yeah, everybody knows.
came out finally after like 90 delays and one more final delay with the developer talking about we want to make sure that all the platforms that this game gets are running smoothly and is running as good as possible.
Right.
Well, that was a fucking lie because if you're playing it on base PS4 and base Xbox One, you are having the worst experience
Worst.
of all time. Like you're playing 007 GoldenEye.
It's like an episode.
It's
of Curb.
worse than GoldenEye.
Yeah,
It's like an episode of Curb. Curb is like, oh, we delayed it to so we can make sure everybody's happy, and then like it cuts to the Xbox One
Yeah.
gameplay. It's like,
Dude, it looks horrible. It looks horrible and it plays worse. Like reports are coming out, people are doing the whole frame rate check, and I think it was averaging on an Xbox like 18 frames a second, which
Jesus.
it was
That's disgusting.
it was choppy, it was horrible.
18 frames.
Yeah, and then it goes beyond the performance issues when it comes to frame rates. Like apparently I'm playing on the Series X and I'm still getting glitches with animations and certain characters like
Oh, yeah.
popping in and out, or like they're supposed to be sitting but they're standing and then they pop in back and forth of the two different poses. I'm getting that, but apparently on those base consoles, the last gen consoles, they're not even playing like they're supposed to. Like characters just aren't popping up, effects aren't popping up, like shit's just not happening because the consoles cannot handle it. That being said, they are releasing a hotfix patch. It already came out for PlayStation and I think PC. Xbox is coming a little later. But damn, what I'm curious now about is I want to know where the game was when it was supposed to originally launch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is the fixed up version that they took an extra month for, what the hell did this game play like a month ago?
It would even
Right.
load. It would just crash.
I'm like, I'm at this point. I'm like, maybe you should have delayed it again.
Well, see, for me personally, I think I'm like one of the only people on the planet that's not having big issues with it. Like, I am having, like I said, the animation glitches, and like, the biggest thing that I'm noticing glitch wise is that sometimes dialogue like runs over itself. Where like I'm talking and then like three other people start talking at the same time, and like all the lines are playing at once, and I'm like, and then
Oh, that doesn't happen to me.
and then all the subtitles are going on at once too. So I'm sitting here like, what the fuck just happened?
That kind of happens to me every once in a while when I play Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey,
Yes.
Assassin's Creed does that too, a lot too. But this game is worse. So stuff like that, I am noticing that. Nothing like game breaking, like yo, I can't play this game. Like the game is running relatively smooth on the Series X. Granted, it is this Xbox One version. It's not the next gen version yet. But so far, man, I'm really into the world. I'm really into the lore. The gunplay is for all intents and purposes, it's very basic to start.
Yeah.
But I mean, once you start leveling up your character and getting all these like hacking stuff, I mean, it's not this game didn't reinvent the wheel in the first person shooter, mechanics. It's still a very basic first person shooter, but it's good enough where I'm enjoying the hell out of it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the minor bugs, and then yeah, it's just I am more forgiving because open world games, and I'm talking about like Bethesda games in particular, they're very buggy. So like
CD Projekt Red games too. Like,
yeah. So what I'm experiencing now is very on par with most open world games. Like those kind of bugs were like the dialogue. That's nothing new. Certain characters not. The poses switching up back and forth. That's nothing new. That happens in open world games. So for me, the experience I'm having is very much on par with a
Standard.
launch open world game. That's not as polished as it will be once these updates start rolling out.
Right.
But I completely understand that other players are having the opposite, like the worst experience of all time.
Oh, I've seen some of it. It looks insane.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the gameplay in my experience, you can have a dick and have it really big or really small.
Hell yeah, get that dick.
So this is game of the millennium for me, especially because I sent you guys dick pics. And that,
I never wanted that.
But that
Never asked for that one.
that for me was
Not once have I asked for your penis pictures.
I've never. At first I'd never received a dick pic.
that was the first one.
Now, and now I never received a virtual dick pic.
So look at me breaking barriers with Cyberpunk.
Look at that. Look at you.
Yeah.
But no, I think the worst thing to come out of this isn't a joke. So there's a section in the game where you go into these things called BDs, which is
That's a gang.
no, I mean yes, but no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Not in this game.
It's essentially like they jack into your mind and you can like rewatch someone's memory. That's the best way I can explain that. But
It's like Assassin's Creed.
yes, okay, I guess yeah, you go into the Animus kinda, but the way it works in the
It's
game
like
is
an Animus.
the game is all first person, right? So another character, like this other character in the game, puts these like glasses sort of on you, and so you see the little frame part on it, and they start flashing lights in your face when you go into it. And apparently, some people were having epileptic seizures because of that part.
Oh.
So the hot fix is gonna fix that. It's part of the patch because I mean it does flash some fucking crazy lights in your face, and then the screen just goes white.
Yeah. This does have a huge seizure warning. Like, there's a lot of stuff on the screen, just like digital noise or like jacking in and out of like softwares or like hacking into cameras. Like, there's a lot of lights and flashes.
Yeah, when I first played, I was like, "Ooh, this is like I feel bad for the people that like are prone to those things because damn, like you're gonna anywhere you turn in the game, you're at risk because there's so many lights and so many like flashy stuff because it's very Blade Runner-y, very futuristic, that type of dystopian future shit. Which on that topic, I love it. But yeah, man, I can't. Part of me kind of wants to put the game down and wait for the next gen version to come out, or at least a patch of it, so I can experience like the best version of it. I'm probably not gonna do that because I'm in it, but I'm considering it because you know how Witcher 3, the final where it is now, is a more polished version than it was when it launched.
Right.
So I don't know. I kind of want to experience that version of it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Super side note about Cyberpunk. Yesterday, Eric was telling me that he didn't even know about the genitals part, like at all. And he thought that you and me were joking around when we were talking about it. He thought we were just fucking around about it, Alex.
For real?
Yeah. He
Oh, he
seriously
didn't know about that?
Oh,
No,
man.
he said that he went blind. Like he didn't like look into any Cyberpunk information. And I was saying like, dude, like that was like a main selling point that you can do.
Yeah.
Mess around with your
That
genitals.
was like the news of the game. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's like I had no idea. Like I thought you guys were just fucking around talking about you can customize your genitals, and I thought that was really funny. And also, I asked Paul like how is he enjoying the game, and he says he can't play because they show nudity, and he plays like with his family around, so he can't play the game.
Oh man, that is a grown man.
There's a lot of nudity in that
Hey,
game.
I
Bro.
don't know. I would not.
There's
be
a
playing
lot of
So
I
no,
would
yeah.
not-
here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. So again, I live with my girlfriend, right? I'm not even at home with my parents. I live with my girlfriend. I'm out. I'm an adult in the world, right?
Out here.
This game is very adult. And like from the themes, from the stories to everything that you see, it's a
I mean, you
very
can
adult
customize
experience.
your dick.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
So that feeling, like when I customized my dick on the screen, I felt that like, oh, this is kind of, this is kind of dirty.
This is racy.
That feeling never leaves ever in the game. Like the characters and everything, the world feels so real. Like I'm uncomfortable at some points when people are in my face in that game and some of the conversations we're having. I've never had a game make me feel that way. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like I gave it to this chick in the game, right? And
I gave it to this
I was
chick.
like, yo,
you
I'm
punched her?
no. I gave her the 2-inch pinch with my
Jesus.
with my
This is how we're speaking.
circumcised with my uncircumcised.
Oh, and we're gonna get specific with it.
Okay, I have a small uncircumcised
Okay.
tallywhacker. I didn't say penis. So anyway,
I don't like any of this.
all right. So I gave it to her, and I'm like, I felt dirty. Like I had to go
I gave it
apologize
to
to
her.
my girlfriend. I had to just come clean. I was like, yo, I had a lapse in judgment, and I was unfaithful to you. Like that's how
Lapse in judgment.
that's how connected. That's how connected I was.
You
Jesus.
had an entanglement.
Yeah, exactly. I was
True.
entangled for this robot chick in Mabi, so she forgave me. But
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Well, that's good.
No, but for real, like I feel like the game is so adult. Like yeah, I understand. Like I joked on Paul, but like for real, I felt uncomfortable playing this game with other people around. And it's unfortunate because she was really interested in the game and she wants to see it too. So when she's playing, I find myself like not looking in certain directions in the game and like kind of censoring the experience because there's some ads and stuff. It's just like crazy, like it's just like sex all over the place, and I'm like, no, you can't.
Because
see
this is
that.
a dirty city, man.
Yeah, dude, and it's crazy. Like it's such. I don't know. I'm so immersed in it. So yeah, that shit. I feel uncomfortable. So I completely understand. Like if you're at home and your parents can walk in at any time, there could just be a dick on the screen, and now you look crazy because you're playing a first-person shooter with a dick in your face.
I would hate it when I'm like playing a certain game or like I'm watching anime or whatever, and like it's just a regular fight scene, just some normal, not weird shit happening on screen.
Yeah.
The second my mom walks in, oh, senpai! I'm like, bro, come on, man, how y'all doing this on purpose? Like,
It's like y'all know exactly what you're doing.
and then mom's like, what are you watching? I'm like, it's anime, please. Like, I can't explain it. Just
It's like
please.
I didn't make it,
Like,
please.
yeah, like it's so embarrassing.
Yeah,
Like,
that
oh,
timing is
Jesus.
horrible every time. But yeah, Cyberpunk is
happens.
very much like that.
It happens all like it used to happen to me all the time. I'm like, why didn't you come in while Naruto's beating up on like on a bad guy or some shit? Why you have to come in where he's naked or when he's doing
Right.
That scared me.
Like instead of like when they're teaching you about family values and shit like that, you got to come in on the like the nasty
So
part.
Right. So
Right,
it's about friendship could power everything. They come in where a girl's getting sexually harassed and she's going, oh.
Yo,
That's disgusting.
it do be like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't play Cyberpunk around your family, because
No, right.
you're gonna have issues.
Right.
I will say that like I'm not during my minimal time with Cyberpunk, its mechanics feel very, very clunky. Like there's something obviously wrong with the game. Nothing crazy like everybody else's, but it just feels off. Like the gunplay and all that stuff, it doesn't feel very fluid. It feels kind of clunky and I don't know, like delayed.
It's funny because
Because you said because we were talking about this.
Yeah, the double button presses and all that. But what you're feeling for Cyberpunk is what I felt when I played The Witcher. Like the game is delayed, it's clunky, it doesn't feel right to me. But I don't feel that on this one. But you feel that, and you didn't feel it in The Witcher. So I think it's hilarious.
You know what?
Like,
I did feel it. I did feel it in The Witcher.
oh, you did?
I did feel it in The Witcher because I didn't fall in love with The Witcher right away. I didn't fall in love with I played The Witcher for a little bit and then I'm like, there's something off about this game. I don't really like it. Never played it. Then I hear it's like super fucking great and I'm like, okay, I missed out on a great experience. And then I sat there and I tried, like actually invested myself in the game, and then I grew to love it. Like I don't know if it's just a CD Projekt Red thing where you just have to get used to it.
Right, that might be it.
But and maybe that's just what it is with this game, where you just have to kind of get used to it and like really let yourself get immersed into the game, because
Yeah.
you're already immersed into the environment, like the world that they built. So for you, you're already like you're in it. That minor clunkiness of it is not even there, or like a minor part because it's already got you.
For me.
I'm still kind of like trying to figure it out. Although now, because I finally got to the CyberPunk screen. Like I finally got to the fucking titles card. The narrative started to kick in, and now I feel like I'm in it. Okay, I see what this game's about. I like it, and I do want to double up on the world. And this is only my experience because like my shit didn't crash like everybody else's. But it feels like a living, breathing world.
It does.
Like there's people on the streets doing whatever the fuck. Like some of the streets are dirty and the people look like they live in those places. Like you look like you're in a bad neighborhood. The fucking driving feels nice. Like it feels like a city. Like it does feel like a city. And then the game glitched and I was literally naked. And but in my inventory I had clothes on and my dick wasn't even there. Like I didn't even have a dick. I was like a Ken doll just walking around, but I had clothes on in my inventory. So the game is 10 out of 10 for me, honestly. I think it's great.
Okay, great.
If you want to walk around with a dick with no dick, you should play this game. It's pretty good.
Dick with no dick.
Dude, I woke up from a cutscene. I looked in the mirror to see my character because it said that one of the options was like put your clothes on. I'm like, oh, I'm dick out in this place. So I went to put my clothes on and I went to look. My character has no hair, and it just shaveless like a naked mole rat, and no private parts. It's just smooth. it looked like a Ken doll, and I went to put my clothes on, exactly the same. Only I had the armor boosts from the clothes. So I was just walking around this Night City, just fucking Ken dolling it up, just driving down the streets of Night City. It's pretty tight. I would wait for it, Rafa. I know, like. Oh well, you have like the first Xbox, right?
I have the first, yeah,
Do not.
that's what I was also.
I would wait.
I'm happy that I didn't get it because I would have been extremely fucking mad.
You would have been upset.
I would have been talking mad shit this whole podcast, about my experiences. Now, what I'm thinking about I might just get it on PC because apparently it was best on PC.
True, you could do that.
So I don't know. I shall see, gentlemen, and I will let you know what I decide upon.
Thanks.
Oh yeah. Thanks, dude.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Rafa. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
dude.
You're welcome.
But hey, man, we got
This shit's
quite
stacked.
a bit of
Boogie down.
quite a bit of announcements came out this week. I mean,
We got some boogie down.
what the fuck? A lot of them. Where do you gentlemen want to start first? You guys want to do the Game Awards since we kind of touched on it last week, or do we want to jump into Disney's fucking just avalanche of announcements?
Let's do Game Awards first, just because we talked about it last week. Might as well.
Okay. So let's do this for the Game Awards. We're gonna have adult, civilized conversations based on
I was about to
Game
say
Awards.
some crazy shit right now.
I'm not. I'm really. I promise you.
You
I'm
can
not.
sense it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't know me at all.
Elbow.
I feel it and Rafa feels it in his elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Game Awards happened December 10th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is when they started. Did you, Rafa? You saw it, right? You saw it.
Yep, I saw it.
He was talking with us.
No, I don't know if he was just like catching like the announcements, or if he
No,
actually saw it.
I actually watched it.
Okay.
I watched it live.
Now, did anybody else think it was weird that a lot of the awards came before the show? Like
They did do a lot of awards in the pre-show, but I kind of appreciated it because I mean those awards weren't that really big of a deal. The ones they were doing on the pre-show.
I don't know,
You know?
man. They did like best action game, like like they had some big awards. But for me, the show, I'm just gonna talk about overall show this year. I feel like it was more so just like a trailer fest. And I know that that's really what most people come to watch it for. But like
World premiere.
they didn't shy away from it this year. Granted, I'm pretty sure it's due to the times. But
Right,
normally it
it's-
feels more like a game, like an award show, and then with trailers, you know. But this was just
Right.
like trailers with awards in between.
Yeah, it's the feel. It was a little bit. It was a little bit weird, but the thing is, I mean, it's just what's going on right now. I mean, they were pretty much. I'm pretty sure they're like in a small studio with like a green screen in the back,
Yeah.
and then like there was like maybe 2 or 3 people in that room. You know, like they had the fake clapping and the fake cheering, or
Right.
whatever,
Yeah.
which honestly it did add something to it. Like I did enjoy it. You know, I normally kind of give shit when they do stuff like that. Like for example, like in wrestling, that's like the worst ever. Like it's so bad in there, but it actually
Yeah.
worked. It actually worked in this award show. I was like, okay, cool. Like hey, they're cheering, even though they're not really cheering because there's nobody there. But it
Yeah.
added to it. You know, I didn't really have a problem with them doing the awards early on. There was a few like commercials and I felt like that was like a little bit too much, but I mean it's a award show.
Yeah.
That's what we expect from these. But um, I my main I don't say it's a problem. My main kind of I guess grief is that like there weren't that many like world premieres that really like got me excited, other than the Left 4 Dead
Oh, more Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Back for Blood, and then that one space
The
scary game
Callisto Protocol, baby.
yeah, then they're saying
Callisto
that's
Protocol,
gonna be
dope.
a spiritual successor to Dead Space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Other than that, I wasn't really vibing with a lot of these releases, or I mean these premieres. I don't know.
No, you're stupid.
Okay.
Okay. So since he kind of touched on the world premieres, let's just kind of go into those. There were quite a bit. It was a very
There's a
diverse release. Like it's a bunch of different fucking games coming out. I tried to be talk show hosty and talk about it, but fuck that. There's a lot of dumbass games coming out, and I mean, there's quite a bit of genres that are getting hit over the next 2 years of announcements that we have. Some of the big ones for me, I agree with you. Callisto the Callisto Protocol, the Dead Space successor, that shit look crazy. Yeah, the second it started up, I was like, yo, this looks like Dead Space, and lo and behold, same developer. So I'm excited for that.
Right.
Back for Blood, same thing. I was like, yo, this looks like Left 4 Dead. Lo and behold, spiritual successor.
Because it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spiritual successor. So that one I'm very excited for.
that's one I'm most.
Oh,
excited
that one I was just like,
Yeah.
yep, I don't even care. I'll
I'm-
wait.
I'm sold on that. Like, let's go.
That's
Uh,
gonna make money.
Some of the ones I'm excited for are actually Perfect Dark. That game coming back is fucking huge.
Yeah.
For me personally, I love it. And then Mass Effect. I'm excited for that Mass Effect. To
I
come out.
didn't give a single fuck about that, but
Well, Rafa, because you don't like good games.
I like great games.
You like okay games, I bet.
This is why I said we were gonna have an adult conversation, not because I was gonna say something crazy, but because of this.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
but yeah, and then I arguably like one of the biggest announcements is that Sephiroth is coming to Smash.
The Smash, yup. That trailer was cool. I like how they kind of teased that he killed Mario,
Bro.
but he didn't.
That's the only part I cared about.
When that came out and Sephiroth was holding Mario up by the sword, I was like, yo, he just killed
Dude,
this man.
yeah, I was like, did you
Right.
just kill Mario in his game, bro? Like, he invited you.
Yeah, and then they took it cut and he was holding him by like his little.
I was
jumper.
like, that was
"Aw,
cool.
Boo.
They're not gonna kill him.
It
Of
should've
course
just-
they're not gonna
Don't
kill him.
It
do
should just
that.
cut to black, and then say he's coming, and that's it.
Which, you know what, is bullshit, because didn't they straight up kill Luigi? He was a fucking ghost in one of these trailers.
That's because
No,
no one
he
likes him.
was.
He was a ghost in.
He was a fucking like Grim Reaper dude hit him with a scythe and took his he was a ghost.
Yeah, they killed Luigi in one of these trailers.
Yeah. Oh, but fucking Sephiroth can't fucking murder Mario.
Well,
Fucking
it's Mario.
bullshit.
It's Mario.
I know, but I'm talking about the bias.
But yeah, no,
Well,
that.
I mean, Luigi is associated with ghosts now.
Yeah.
so-
Anyway, yeah. So that's a really, really big announcement. I'm happy with it. I'm happy that Sephiroth is in it.
I don't care.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't either, but I'm happy that it's Sephiroth and not.
It's cool.
And
I
not
mean,
like
it's cool that
somebody else.
they added a new, Final Fantasy character.
Yeah.
They added a DLC character to a DLC character.
Yeah, for real.
That was a DLC character. It's cool. I mean, I know a lot of people. There's a giant fan base for Final Fantasy, and a lot of them are Smash players too. So they're all pretty excited about that. Um, I'm not the biggest fan. Like it's cool, I'm gonna try him out when he's on Smash, but like I feel like I'm already moved on. Like I want to see who's next. I kind of don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Like, oh, cool, Sapphire is gonna be in it. Okay, go, okay, whatever. Next,
Yeah, my biggest memory with him is that he beat my ass in Kingdom Hearts, in that like Hercules level in that arena. That's the only memory I have of Sephiroth. He obliterated me
Wasn't he the final boss in the first one?
in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
He might have been. I don't really remember that. I just remember that if you go into like the Hercules level, there's like a area where you can
Coliseum.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's outrageously hard for no reason in there, and he just beat my ass.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like just destroyed me, and I'm like, cool. I fucking hate this character. He sucks. And that's it. That's all I got.
That was your only interaction with that character.
Yeah,
so
he
you're just like,
obliterated
"Fuck
me.
that guy.
And he got one wing. I'm like, you're stupid. You're gonna fly lopsided. Fuck you and your long ass sword. Like, that was
He's gonna
me.
go left. He's gonna go left always.
But I mean, obviously, Smash is like one of the biggest crossover events ever. But Fortnite's coming for that ass. They got some giants.
Dude, Fortnite. It was just like, what is happening here?
Dude, Fortnite
Yeah.
just single-handedly canceled the console wars. They got Kratos, the Mandalorian, and now they fucking have Master Chief in there. That is
And-
crazy.
And they have Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
And the,
Yeah,
and Michonne.
Michonne.
Michonne, and I forget his
Daryl.
name. And
Daryl.
Daryl.
Bro, okay.
Michonne and Daryl.
When when they announced Chief, I was like, okay. I mean, that leaked earlier, so whatever. It's still cool to have him. And then they showed the Walking Dead. I was like, do people still care about this show? I was like,
Apparently, there's
Yeah.
like spin-offs and a bunch of other stuff going on.
I was like, what the fuck? Like this, I stopped watching this show like, shit, like 2 years ago.
I
Yeah.
watched it a long time ago. Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is still happening.
Honestly, TBH, I kind of want to get back into it, but I don't even remember where I left off.
Fun fact, it's last weekend I actually put on season 1 again, and I saw like 4 straight episodes. Like I'm on season 1, episode 5 now. Like we just put it on while we were working. It was in the background. I ended up just fucking watching it. Like that show started off so great, and it continued
It
being great
did.
until it wasn't. And I mean, whatever. I'm not. If you like the show, have fun playing as
I
Daryl.
mean, I think it has a fan base because there's like spin-offs and everything happening. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
so
man.
there's that fan base still there for it.
But yeah, Fortnite. You guys gotta play with me because it's back, baby. We got Master Chief in there and Kratos and Mandalorian. So
I will say that the Master Chief trailer I loved a lot. I loved that trailer a lot. I thought it was cute.
when he was in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Mandalorian, I'm gonna be very transparent with you. The Mandalorian made me think about it. Like I thought about it, but I'm like, I'm really not. I think I said this last week, right? Where I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm really not gonna play this game or
It's gonna
whatever.
hurt my feelings.
And then Kratos, I was like, that's cool, but I'm like, again, I really don't care that much. I don't know what it is about Master Chief. Maybe it's just because like he's one of my favorite characters of all time. But when I saw him on there, I was like, kind of want to get it, kind of want to do it. I think like would you say that Fortnite is a bigger crossover than Smash at this point? Who does it? Who does it better
No.
at this point?
This is a good conversation to have because I would argue
Think
it's
about
an
it.
argument. It's an argument.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
People can easily say Smash, but if you really think about it, like Fortnite has some, like right now, especially with Kratos and Chief, like they have. some of the
Even think
biggest.
about it. No, hold on. No. Even think about it. Okay.
No.
What does Nintendo have? A bunch of Nintendo characters? Lame.
No, they have a bunch of.
Shut
other
your mouth.
characters.
So
I mean, essentially they have
So-
Nintendo characters and some Japanese, like some
right.
Joker.
But think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, you're gonna
Fortnite
back
has-
it up with something, or you're just gonna continue to say think
Oh,
about
right.
it?
You say thinking about it.
Well, I'm
Well,
about
he's
to. but
thinking
you
about it,
just-
Alex. He's
Literally,
thinking about
it.
literally,
Oh, okay.
I was about to speak. Literally, I was
He's
about
thinking
to
about
give
it
you
now.
my point, and you interrupted me.
Well, speak.
So you guys need to be more patient.
You're
and you
still
guys
not
need to
speaking
stop,
on it.
You need to stop You're still interrupting me. So here we go.
Well, let me think about
They
it.
have
John.
Marvel characters. They have DC characters.
Oh, they do. They do.
Celebrities: Travis Scott, Ninja, freaking who's the other guy? Travis Scott, Marshmallow, right? Celebrities. They've had movie screenings, Christopher Nolan movies, right? Now they have both Xbox, PlayStation mascots, and Star Wars. Oh, they also had a Star Wars event too. I forgot about that. When the new trilogy came out. All these huge, very popular events break records, right? Couldn't you say that they kind of do it better than Smash at this point?
Well, that's a different. Well, okay, hold on. I thought we were having a different conversation.
No. It's a crossover event.
I thought we were having a conversation of which one had like the bigger character crossovers. And
Even
you're
then.
talking about setting records. I don't know what you're talking.
Oh well, no, I'm not talking about. I'm not specifically speaking of records, but I'm saying like those are crossover events. Like those are people who are in the game.
No, I think 100%. I believe that having Kratos and Master Chief in the same game on all platforms is way bigger than having fucking Sephiroth in Smash or Minecraft Steve or any of the other fucking characters. Because right now, what Fortnite just did, you have Kratos and Master Chief, and that's just not even including anybody else, on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, the phone. Like, you just put those two characters in every fucking thing. I think that is a way.
What's crazy is that the thing that sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But the thing that's like it's like shocking almost is that like it just shows how much power Fortnite has to be willing to be able to do something like that. Like
Yeah.
to be able to pull Master Chief Kratos together in the same game. Like that is insane. Like
Yeah,
I've never you've never would have seen something like that. A Sony character hanging out with a Microsoft character. Like
No, especially we grew up in the eras of like console exclusives. I'm thinking of like Soul Calibur. Like though they had
Right.
3 different characters depending on which which console you had,
For
and
the
you will
respective
never
console,
see
yeah.
them together. Like you
And
will
you know
never
what's-
have Link
You
versus
know what's
Heihachi.
You know what's freaking crazy about all this? Like we're here getting so much praise to Fortnite, is that didn't they lose in the Game Awards like best? What was it like best community or something? Like something that like they clearly
Like
should
best
have won.
ongoing game or something like that.
Yeah,
or-
like they clearly should have won. Like look what they're doing. Like Fortnite has been doing like I was gonna disagree with you guys, but like you guys are making really good points. They're doing
Oh, this
things
is the
that
first.
we've never seen. Shut the fuck up, John. We've
my
never
God.
seen them do anything like no other game has done what these guys are doing.
No,
and
never.
like for them not to for them not to win that award, like I don't even know who they. I think they lost it to like Fall Guys or something.
You're talking,
like
you're
that.
talking about the best community support, which is a little different than what you're talking about. Community support, I
Is
think,
it,
is just
though?
the actual player
There was
base.
also best ongoing game or something like that, which I think they should have won, which they didn't. I forgot which game won it.
Yeah, like I was just there's a certain game.
No Man's Sky
Was it
won.
League of?
So best ongoing, No Man's Sky won that.
Okay, now I'm torn because I think Fortnite should win it, but I definitely think No Man's Sky deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just what Fortnite is doing is just it's like I said, it's crazy. Like you never see shit like this.
So we
Like, the
know
thing-
the thing about it is we know that these award shows it's not just an award show. Like there's stuff in the background that goes on to give these games the awards. Fortnite has won a lot of awards already. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
That's
think
true.
that they were gonna give Fortnite any more awards, regardless of if they deserved it or not.
and also the way they decide to give these awards, it's like they said it themselves is like 90% is done by a committee. So there could be a lot of biasness going towards it.
1,000%.
Probably. Well, it's
And
obvious.
that's-
Like for
and that's, like,
example,
connects to everything else happening in the Game
Yeah.
Awards.
right? Like it could just be like, yes, obviously a game probably should have won it, but to maybe give a game a little more. For example, I'm doing this now. I don't think Last of Us should have won all those awards.
Oh, we're going straight
and-
into it.
Well, we gotta have to. But for this point specifically of like, obviously there's a lot of bias or there's like maybe a narrative to spin. There is an apparent, not even apparent, an obvious kind of negative connotation that comes with The Last of Us 2. Obviously there are people who like the game,
I
and
like the
that's
game.
fine. But there are also a lot of people who think there are major flaws with it, and it's not as good as the other one, as the
Alex is
first
one of
one.
those people.
Alex is one of those people. And there are other games on that list that I think just deserved it better. Like any of those, or Game of the Year, any of those. Ghost of Tsushima should have won way more awards. Just
Oh,
because I'm like,
that game was robbed of every award. I was so angry.
and I haven't even played the game, but just look at the backlash that came from The Last of Us before the game came out, after the game came out, now, and then Ghost of Tsushima, which is just universally praised as like this perfect piece of like Japanese homage and experience. It's like, how does that not win Game of the Year?
It's like I'm telling you, I was watching the like the pre stream like on IGN.
Yeah.
And right before the main pre-stream started, they showed the Last of Us review, and just the way
Right.
the guy was talking, I'm like, Last of Us is gonna win, man. They're gonna sweep this. Like I just had that feeling. Like, these guys, these critics are in love with this game, and they're all gonna go for it, and they're all gonna vote for it because of the game, what the game does. What personally speaking, I haven't played Last of Us 2. I really want to play it, because I want to see the story continue, and and especially now after all this, it makes me want to play it even more.
And I think that's why. That like
And
the obviously there are biases that go on with this shit, but I think that's why. There's so many negative connotations that came out when this game came out, but now it's an award-winning game.
Right.
You know how big they talk it of how much it like what the story did.
And
Part of the characters, like the creative director's own life is in it with that Pearl Jam song. It's like, oh, this game must be really good,
And, like-
and they got you.
and for me, I mean, the main reason why I want to play it is because we know how the gaming community is, and we know how the mob mentality is. Of everybody jumping on board and saying, "Oh well, this game sucks" because everybody says this game sucks, and people don't have their own true opinion about it because they haven't played the game. But because everybody says the game sucks, I'm gonna say the game sucks too. That's how the gamer community is. We can't deny that, right?
No,
So
that's straight facts.
what I want to do is that I actually want to experience the game for myself, and then say, okay, are they right for once, or are they overreacting like everything else? I actually want to find out myself, like what's the big hubbub over this game, And apparently, there's towards the middle, something really big happens. The main reason why there's such a backlash towards the game.
What was it? The game's like 45 years old. What was it?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I honestly don't know what it is.
Wait, Rafa, so do you know nothing about The Last of Us 2?
I have a feeling of what it is.
So wait, hold on. This whole time you're blind to everything? Like you
For-
don't
For the most part, yeah.
Rafa, what is it? What do you think it is? I don't know. I just want to know what.
I think either they kill off Joel or they kill off Ellie.
Okay.
Okay, you're blind. Okay.
You're super blind.
Now, do you want me to
This is-
confirm anything, or do you want to leave it blank?
No, I
Okay.
don't. I want to experience it for myself.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know when I'm able to play because I don't even have a PlayStation. But
Well,
eventually.
what I will say, the controversial moment is not in the middle of the game. I will say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
It would I think like part of it would be like would make sense for it to be in the middle of the game.
Like, it's damn near the beginning. But okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah.
Wow, that's
Rafa,
good for you,
blind,
Rafa.
blind for real. That's cool.
Yeah, good for you. That's crazy.
No. So okay, let's get back on topic. No, I agree. I was one of the people that I heard the game was total garbage or whatever, and then I went to play it. I liked it a lot. I just didn't. It didn't grab me enough for me to want to do the second part of it where you swap characters and see Abby's perspective. Even though she was my favorite character in the game, I'm like, I'm not doing this bullshit again. So
Really, you actually enjoyed Abby's character?
She's
Well,
not-
you had her as your fucking background.
she's still my wallpaper on my phone. Like she's
Oh.
she's my favorite character in that game. Like, I don't hate her. I just the story. I'm like, I don't feel like doing these 3 days again. I don't feel like doing that. I don't care what she was doing. I know where she's gonna end up. I want to know what happens after. But that's just me. That's 100% Alex, just not down with it.
That's a for sure you think because I know I would like to see that
Well,
different
yeah, because
perspective.
that's probably because I mean I'm not gonna speak for you, but I'm pretty sure you don't give a shit about like how she got there or how she got to where she is,
So
or like why she decided to do what she did.
Why I say that is because the game tells you kind of throughout, and you play as them as children at some points, and then you see stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I understand the character, whatever. Why do I have to play all 3 days again? And what killed me the most was like I spent the whole first half of the game leveling up, Ellie or whatever, or whoever character you're playing as. I leveled that character up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we switching characters now. Here, you're at 0. Start again. And I'm like, cool.
Are
I was about to say, are you for sure that it's all 3 days and maybe
Yeah.
just not like skip
Yes.
between?
How you know?
Yes,
this?
because from what I was told and what I was reading up, you played the whole thing again.
It's pretty dumb.
Yeah. And then for me, I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this. Especially because I thought I was near the end of the game. Well, technically, I guess story-wise, I did
But
hit
like
the
you
end
are.
with the one character, but now I have to do it again from the beginning. So when I looked it up, I'm like, I was literally, you know how you can look up how many hours the game takes? I was dead ass in the middle of how many hours it takes. And I'm like, oh, I just character swapped. So I have to play this whole thing again. So
precisely.
So I'm like, nah, I'm straight on that. So straight. I'm not doing that. But that's just me. Aside from that, I mean, yeah, I don't think it deserved all the awards. Sure, give it some. Like take these pity awards, but no, Game of the Year, I don't think so. Like with everything that happened, like I don't see how you can name that Game of the Year, especially with just everything surrounding it, which you kind of have to take into effect. But whatever, that's just me.
Well, think about it. Now that I've had this time to think about it,
We're still talking about Fortnite.
Spider-Man's in it. I'm playing. So he's not even in it.
Thanks for lying.
Imagine what would have happened if it didn't win. Remember, this is a very, as far as narrative
gamers
goes.
would be happy.
Yeah.
Okay,
with
but
the choice.
think about it. Okay, right. But, okay. Now you see how much praise they gave this game for how much it.
Oh, you're setting me up for something. Oh. Oh no.
Okay, hold on, wait. Think about it.
I am thinking about it, and you're setting me up to say something.
Think about it. So, yeah, see how this game had so much praise and how its take on storytelling and its progressive views on.
Okay, yeah,
certain
you are
things.
setting me up. Okay.
And I'm just speaking. I don't care about the game at all. I have no interest in playing it. I don't hate it. But imagine if that game lost, and those people on the internet, the gaming community that's maybe not the majority, but the loudest in the room. Could you not see them being like,
You're walking on eggshells so eloquently.
I am.
Like, no, I'm commending you for tiptoeing around this so smoothly.
Could you? This is what I've been trying to tell you. But like, wouldn't you be able to see that community being like, we are moving backwards. The gaming community is fucking sexist, or
Okay, and here is. You did that so eloquently. I'm gonna go ahead and
you're just
bulldoze
gonna
through all that.
like this is my house of cards that you're just gonna fucking
smack right off the table. Fuck those people. That's it. Who cares? It's a Game Awards show.
Now I agree.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? I'm lost here.
Damn, Rafa's stupid.
He's talking about the progressive community, the people that are praising. The reason John is insinuating that the reason why they gave it to it is it was a political decision to appease.
Well, I'm not
no.
insinuating.
Or to appease a certain demographic of people who are very loud when things don't go their way. And who are viewed as progressive when it comes to gender identity, sexuality, all that stuff.
Oh, the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So John was saying, like, imagine if they didn't win, there would probably be an uproar and just, gaming is sexist and this is and all that good stuff.
Like, you don't think you would see that? Like, literally, these people are like, wow, the gaming community is
pandering. John, you're saying it's pandering.
It's
yes.
Damn it if I do, damn if I don't situation.
Yeah. And what I said, Rafa, in case you missed it, I said, fuck those people. When it comes to gaming, it's gaming. Like, this is the word for the best video game, not the most progressive, most inclusive, most politically correct game. It's just overall best game.
Wasn't there a category like that or something?
There was, and that game with the transsexual guy won.
Which game? Games for Impact.
Tell me why.
Yeah,
or something
tell me
like
why it wants that.
Oh.
that.
Which I mean,
That-
like, if
that
that's
won
what
an
you want to
award
do,
for
yeah,
that.
that's cool.
It won
But
an
you
award for that specifically because it's been
Inclusive and
yeah, because it had
Progressive, it's
because progressive, yeah, because the guy in the game, like the main guy, he's transgender.
so what I'm hearing
did
is
not know that.
next
Yeah.
year Cyberpunk better win because my guy can have a vagina walking around, and that's progressive to me. I can customize it, so it better win.
Well, I mean, if it fixes itself, it could.
No, I'm talking
possibly
about
win.
for impact, not for quality. Like this game ain't winning no quality
Oh.
awards anytime soon.
Oh man.
Ow.
If this is too fucking crazy, cut it out. But like, I wonder.
Here we
like,
go, baby.
An hour 11, John, into the recording.
Someone gonna need to timestamp this because
Well, actually, it might not even be that bad. I wonder, like, are these people who would complain about, like, oh, it's not inclusive, and like, oh, they didn't give the reward, and they're sexist, and they hate transgender people, like, do they even play video games? Like, are they just complaining to complain, or like just looking to things to complain about?
Yes.
I thought that was gonna be worse than what you said.
I legit sent a timestamp to the chat just in case. and
yeah, I
it wasn't
just got a
even- it wasn't
notification.
even
I was
that
thinking
bad.
about, like, is this gonna sound really bad? You know,
It
so
wasn't,
I
it wasn't.
just wanted to, I wanted to put the word out there. I didn't want to catch you guys by surprise this time around.
I don't.
That was actually very tame.
Yeah, it's impossible to know that. Like it's genuinely impossible to know that.
Because like I feel like most of them, most of these people are just complaining to
Yeah.
complain, but there is the deer person that Alex hates, and that person's transgender.
Okay, see now, no, don't do that.
I'm noticing.
Don't
I'm
do
noticing
that.
A lot that I
Hold
think
on,
Alex
don't
hates
do
transgender
not paint
people.
that picture. Do not do that. I don't
about it.
hate the deer person. I don't
Think
even
about
know
it,
who they are.
Rafa.
I made
Rafa,
one
think
joke.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about it.
Makes
Don't-
sense. Makes sense.
Don't do that. Do not joke like that. 'Cause
I don't
people are gonna
know.
believe it. Don't do that.
Well, I mean, jokes aside, that person's is a streamer. they're a gamer,
That is
so-
not. That's a deer. You're talking about a deer.
Oh,
She identified as a deer.
Alex, you can't say don't do that and then.
No,
do
hold on.
other
No. I said don't joke that I hate transgender. I don't hate anybody like that. That specific person you're referring to identifies as a deer. I'm just respecting their wishes. That's a deer. That's not a person. You're
Well,
you're
do you know-
disrespecting
do
them.
you-
So, okay, Alex.
Are you do not know, dude. That's what they want. That's what that venison
No.
wants.
Do you know what pronouns this person wants to be used?
What do you call a deer? Venison. Buck.
All right.
Okay.
We were doing so well, and then y'all.
It's
just
not
trying-
a
I was just
generalization. I'm
wondering.
specifically talking about that one deer that streams on Twitch, which is impressive. That deer.
How did we get
do that.
here?
Rafa put me
I
there.
was just wondering.
No, but yeah,
What else happened?
it's impossible. It's impossible to tell if
What else happened
they
in the
all
Game
play
Awards?
video games. I don't know.
What else happened in the Game
Last of
Awards?
Us swept damn near everything. Ghost of Tsushima was robbed. Fall Guys won best community support, which is hilarious because
What were the other games in community support? I forget.
Oh, here, let me pull it up here. Oh, here we go. I got it. Best community support: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant. No.
Best community support?
Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
What am I sure of? I just read it.
Like, no, I'm saying, like, are you sure it's a no? Like, why not?
Because I said so. That's why. I don't have any
All right.
education on any of this. I'm just yelling out loud. No,
Ah,
I mean
that's fair.
personally, didn't the community of that just fall the fuck off? Like I think their player
That's what
base
it
like
seems
dipped.
right?
No,
When-
it's still there.
No, yeah, no. I don't doubt that people are still playing it. And I don't doubt it's still pretty big. But when Among Us came out, that game like
But that's not what community support means.
I know what I'm saying, but the community like got halved. Like people left. I might be halved. I don't know the numbers of it, but what happened was like that community dipped.
Well, I
Unless
mean,
they're praising the
right.
people that stayed and they did some cool shit.
That's not what community support means. Community support
It doesn't
means
mean
like
the support of the community.
no. It means not like no. I think it means like
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
is it not how they're open with their community and how they're very quick to fix any bugs or any issues that the community may have, like how quick they are to respond to community, gripes
Okay, hold on.
or
I'm on the community. I'm in the community. I'm on the Gaming Awards website. So, best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support. Cool. Transparency and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity, game updates, and patches.
yeah, that's then yeah, Fall Guys
Okay,
would
so
definitely win that.
Fortnite.
I don't think so.
That's what I said.
So
That's
Fortnite.
I don't know,
Fortnite.
dude.
Are you kidding
don't know,
me?
dude.
They just
Look
put
at the
Kratos
updates.
and Chief and
Right,
Marvel
look at the
and
updates.
But that's
look at the
that's
events.
just additions. No, that's not the same, man. That's
Nah.
no. There's a difference between what you guys are allowed, like what they were gonna do anyway, versus actually fixing shit that the community has issues with, actually interacting with. Like
No,
the
okay.
Fall Guys
John's
Twitter,
right. John's right. John's right.
it's
That's-
very
Yeah, John's right.
Fall Guys Twitter is very very good.
Yeah.
They have a community and they built it and they actually speak to the audience
No,
and
John's
they
right.
actually hear them out.
Yeah, okay. Well, hearing
There's
what it actually is, yes.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
then that makes sense.
Yeah, it does because
That
Fall
makes
Guys
sense.
is 100%. They talk to the people.
Yes.
Apex, Destiny, these other guys they kind of
No.
don't as much.
Like literally, I talked to people who play Destiny. They don't fix shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. With that said, yes. Okay, I give it to them. I thought
No,
I thought
and-
it was like best community. Like that's what I took it
No,
as.
no. That's not what that is. No, it's literally community support, like like tech support and shit, man. It's not
Okay. Yeah. So
Come on
it's
now.
pretty much who has the best Twitter. I got it. Okay.
not the best Twitter,
No,
just
best
like
Twitter.
who has the best community service, like
funniest
who-
Twitter.
also that. But it's like who's actually listens to the community and actually interacts with them.
Yeah.
and
Okay. Then
does shit like that.
then
Of
correct,
course, Fall
then
Guys
correct.
wins.
Yeah. Then correct. Okay. Now, best game direction. Fucking Last of Us won this one.
I don't think it should have won that at all.
If this isn't the most pandering award of all time, I don't know what is. How do you beat game direction for Ghost of Tsushima, Hades? How do you beat those two?
What were the other ones?
Hold on,
Again, I forget.
I'm gonna. It was Final Fantasy Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Final, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and Last of Us Part 2. Now I'm gonna look up the what is the category on this one? You know what I'm saying? Like
The category?
What's the explanation for this one? Like
like its
the
description.
definition,
yeah, like what is this award?
Like actually for.
Yeah, best game direction. I hope
Direction.
I hope it's not like the way the game is going. Because
No, I
I'm
think
gonna be upset.
I think just overall like its visuals, its storytelling style, its aesthetic, all that kind of shit. Which I don't think Last of Us should have won.
Okay, hold on.
Because I remember I think we had this argument. I don't know if it was not last year's, but whenever God of War came out, and
Yes.
I forgot what the game was, but I told you like, yeah, God of War definitely that fucking won game direction.
Awarded
and you
for
were saying
outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Okay, no.
the other games were what again?
Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Final Fantasy Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and Last of Us Part 2.
I think like literally any other game would have
Yeah,
been a better
like
choice.
Last of Us Part 2, I'm sure they tweaked it and did everything, but it just felt like Last of Us 1 again. But
Like,
with
making your
story.
linear story less linear with like some open world aspects doesn't make it any like I don't know. I don't think that one's a good one.
That's strictly they gave it to it for they qualified it on vision and like you struggle with sexuality in this game. This is the only game that does that in any of these. So there.
That's exactly why they
Yeah.
like. Let's be real. Let's call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's
You ain't deserve it.
yeah. I personally I feel like it didn't, but who cares? The only game award that matters is the people's choice, the player's choice, because that's still it seems to be the only one that actually counts the players' votes. And Ghost of Tsushima won that one. So that's all that matters to me,
Hey.
baby.
Wow.
That's
Is that
it.
the only one that goes to Tsushima won? Because that's disrespectful.
No, I think they won like maybe one or two other awards also.
Good.
But the juggernaut, the main one, Last of Us 2, baby. Here we go.
I feel like Rafa would like it because remember how in the Mummy podcast that we did for Does It Hold Up sponsor, you should watch that every other Wednesday.
It's not a sponsor. That's us.
Yeah, I'm sponsoring us. I'm sponsored by me.
Okay.
Nice.
Remember when Rafa didn't like Rick O'Connell's character because in the 1920s he called a woman a broad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So Rafa's gonna love this game.
I already love it. 10 out of
Rafa,
10.
Rafa does love him some.
Actually, I don't know.
progressive-
I don't know. I something. I don't know. I don't think he's. I don't know if he'll like it as much.
I think
as
no. I think Rafa could like
something
it.
happens
I
in that
think he'll like
game.
it.
I think it'll rub him the wrong way, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm more curious. I want you to play it.
What happens? I kind of want to know.
I can't.
I
don't
do
want
think
to.
it's crazy that you have no idea.
Yeah.
I do think
It
that's
was-
It was like
especially
the
with
biggest
all
leak.
the leaks.
Yeah.
I've been serious. I've been like avoiding everything.
No, then I'm not gonna tell you.
Like honestly, good on you, and I'm gonna keep you on your journey.
Ask Ricardo to borrow his PlayStation, because
Borrow his whole
it's his game
PlayStation?
that I was playing.
No, I'm like,
True, he
borrow
ain't-
your
he ain't
whole
playing it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, just tell
Yep.
him like, let me get it for a week. Like you will get through it in a week. Just
Yeah,
stream
pretty
it.
sure it will.
Yeah, you're good.
You do it on stream and shit.
Do it. I'll watch
Easy
that.
peasy.
I want to see your reaction. But
Yeah, you know what? I'd watch that. Yeah, go ahead, do that.
yeah, do that. Ricardo, yeah, he listens. He's a listener. Let him borrow.
Yeah,
it.
Ricardo, come on now.
Come on. Do it.
Come
Okay. So
Come on,
let's
come on.
let's jump off the Game Awards for. I think we covered it enough for the most part. Last of Us stole it. There's that. Rob.
Yes.
Oh no. Most anticipated game. I'm sorry. That's the last one I want to talk about.
Oh, that one threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Wait. Pause. I just want you guys to admit that the best sim and strategy game is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Real quick.
Was it you that said that? I remember
Yeah.
somebody said that.
was
in the-
me.
It was
That
me.
was me.
It was. I'm taking credit for it. It was me.
I remember
was
one of you
me.
said it. One of you
It
said that.
was me. A lot of things I said I was right about, by the way.
I don't think you said Flight Simulator, dude.
Yes, I did.
I
I
don't
did
think
say
you
Flight Simulator.
He could.
I said I wanted Gears, but I said Flight Simulator was gonna take it.
Being the only registered pilot here because I played Flight Simulator on PC, it deserves it. I'm happy with it.
I want to play it now that it won.
It's coming on
I
Xbox.
like award-winning games. Is it?
Yeah, it's coming on Xbox next
Oh
year.
hell yeah!
So there's that.
Oh hell yeah!
And best sports racing game, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. 1 plus 2.
Duh!
Yes.
Duh!
Duh. What are you gonna give it to? Fucking
Duh.
FIFA? No.
I mean, look at the competition. this
Right.
time
That's a
around.
no-brainer.
It's like
Duh!
all the copy pastes versus a copy paste / update. So there's that.
Right, but like the fucking best skating game of all time. Duh!
Right. Yeah. Of course.
Duh!
Okay. So here we go. A most anticipated game. Now this one. This one right here. That was a pretty crazy one, wasn't it?
Do you know it, or are you just like, what's going on?
No, I know it. I know it. I was like, but I'm on the Game Awards website looking for the.
Oh, okay. It's like, man, that shit, you wouldn't even believe.
Yeah, that shit crazy, ain't it? Where is
That
it?
shit was pretty wild.
I cannot find it on this list.
It was Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden
it
Ring
was,
won. Where?
Halo Infinite,
Halo Infinite, Resident Evil Village.
Ragnarok, I believe, the Kratos game. God of War, Jesus.
God of War. I feel like there's one more.
Hold on, I have it right here. Don't you fret. Where the fuck is it?
It's probably a bunch of shit behind me.
It's here. I cannot find it. But it's God of
Are you
War, Halo, Elden Ring, Resident Evil, and never mind because IGN's list is god awful garbage. Where is it? Fuck it.
Hell
Elden Ring.
yeah.
Elden Ring won, and shout out to them. There you go.
I was incredibly surprised.
Why?
Well, Elden Ring is made by From Software.
Yes. From
I
Software.
didn't know that.
I was surprised because I didn't know. I was like, I don't even know what that is. And then two, when you said it was From Software, I was like, okay, now I know why.
No, hold on. It gets better. From Software, written by George R.R. Martin.
Oh shit,
So that is why.
that's gonna be great.
That's gonna be crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I didn't really know too much about it when we talked about it last week, so that's why I just kind of shrugged it off. I was like, "Fuck it," but nah, I can see why. It's Dark Souls, Game of Thrones, like before they.
That sounds
fucked it up.
dope.
So, yeah, that's-
Sounds
that's
dope
pretty
as
cool.
fuck. I want that. I anticipate it.
This category isn't
Mostly.
even on the website. Like it's not.
What?
It's not. Like, it's not necessarily an award, so it's not on the like Game Awards website. I couldn't. That's why I couldn't find it. And then IGN doesn't have it under like the category thing. They just had it in their paragraph somewhere, so I couldn't find it. But anyway,
It's weird.
you know what's also weird? The IGN list has the player's choice like just chalked into the recap. It doesn't have it in the like award lists. So fix that. But let's move on to the Disney shit, man, because Disney came out here. They had their D23 event for their investors, and they said, "Hey, y'all watching the Game Awards? Fuck that.
Check this out.
Check these 51 fucking announcements that we're about to drop on you."
There's a nasty. They did a lot.
Which one are you most excited for?
Ooh.
Dang, can we get to it first, man? God, no.
No, I'm skipping it.
Well, we're on it now.
Well,
So-
go through it, man.
I'm not gonna name all 51 crazy.
Oh, go, man. Speedrun, get it.
No. So
Yes,
not doing that.
Get it, dude.
So it varied because as the announcements came out, I'm pretty sure I missed some of them because there was 51 of them.
Yeah.
Like I just found out there's a Rogue Squadron movie coming out. That's pretty fucking cool. But
It's
So-
a spin-off movie, yeah.
yeah, no shit. But anyway,
Spins off.
so it was originally Obi-Wan because they're bringing back Hayden Christensen to reprise his role as Darth Vader.
Yeah, boy.
I don't care that you little Star Wars fans didn't like him and he was still, fuck you. I'm happy he's back. So it was that until later on I found out that they're doing a Lightyear movie, a Buzz Lightyear movie based on like the humans. So ultimately my highest, like the one I'm hyped for the most, is the prequel for Buzz Lightyear. That's my highest one.
I agree.
Mine is the Marvel What If series.
Also that's
That looks so
Yeah.
freaking cool. Like just everything, all the different versions of the What If series in the comics was
Yeah.
always a really fun thing they always did with Marvel. Like Marvel Zombies came from that. Like all these
Did you
different-
see they had Marvel Zombies in that thing?
Yes,
They
that's
do have
that's
Marvel
the
Zombies in there.
main
Yup.
reason why this is on my this is the one I'm most favorite for. Is because I saw Marvel Zombies in there.
Dude, same.
Just
That
I
shit
just
was
can't
crazy.
wait for that. And all the Marvel stuff, like dude, back to back, I was just like, oh, dude, like I have to get Disney Plus.
Right? No, dude,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Shit was
Disney
stacked.
Plus
Shit is
is
stacked.
It's becoming stacked. Like they
Yeah.
have everything from fucking another Indiana Jones movies. Again, this see my answer to your feelings on Hayden Christensen. Fuck you. Indiana Jones is where it's at. I love it. I'm glad they're doing a final one. I don't care if the last one wasn't that good. They got a fucking Alien series coming out. Like, dude, Disney Plus has a bunch of shit coming out. It's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, they have the What If series. They have that Wanda show that looks
insane.
The WandaVision.
The WandaVision looks so good. But other than the What If series, the other one that I'm super excited for is the Loki
Yes.
show.
Yes.
What I feel, just what I got from the trailer, is that like Loki's gonna be in the background through a lot of what happened in the Marvel movies.
That's what it looked
Right,
like.
like he's yeah.
Right, because like they had that one scene where he's in the plane while Civil War was going down.
was
Was
there on the
it
plane. I
confirmed?
love
Was
that.
it confirmed
I
that he
love
was
that.
at that actual airport? I noticed it. I'm like, that looks exactly like the fucking airport.
That's
I think
That's
I
what
think that
I feel like.
yeah.
I feel like that's what they're alluding to. In the trailer, we could be wrong because it is a trailer, and trailers tend to lie to us just to get us hyped.
No, but my
But
thing
that's
is, later on in that trailer, you saw that plane flying and he jumped off of it. Like, I don't think the plane took off during Civil War. Like they blew up the fucking airplane.
that could very well be the is it 747 in Iron Man 3? Remember there's like isn't that oh wait no am I tripping on that?
Yeah, no, there was an airplane I think in 3. Yeah, it wasn't in 2.
I feel like he's just gonna be in the background in certain parts of the movies. Like he's just there,
Right.
just fucking around, which
And,
I
like-
am all for.
The way that
And I-
that trailer opened up and like it was in that end game scene, like when the trailer opened, I was like, oh shit, we're just getting right to it, like right from here. Like that was awesome.
And I love how like they're using footage from the movies in this show. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Right.
so cool. Like, oh, I saw this in theaters. And also I don't know if you guys saw, but they for like a brief second you see Black Widow in the background. So
Yeah.
they might do something with that. That's cool.
I did
to
not see that.
Yeah, and they're also gonna do the whole Loki for president from that the one
Yes.
comic series. So like I'm really excited for that. Like
I'm really yeah.
Dude, like I mean, it's unfortunate that we're in the times that we're in, right? But if it did one good thing, it kind of gave us a break from Marvel, gave us a break from because they had movies coming out this year.
Right.
Granted, it was just probably like Black Widow and it was something else too, wasn't it? Or was it just Black Widow?
Black Widow was the only one supposed to come out this
Okay,
year. I think.
so what was a positive thing that happened was that we were able to kind of just take a break after Endgame and after Spider-Man. So now it's been a year, and a year nowadays is a long time, especially on the internet, where a week is if you're relevant this week, you may not be relevant next week, but now it's been a whole year and we haven't got anything new in 2021. Like I'm re-hyped up for everything. Like I finally am. I got over my superhero fatigue just because we didn't have any Marvel shit this year. So now that all these announcements, I'm like, oh fuck, let's go. And my hype got really reinstated when they announced the Fantastic Four. Like it was a movie or series. And I was like, oh,
there's a new movie.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we're jumping in with with the properties you just got. So I'm like, I'm super hyped for what that means, and that because that opens up like I believe Doctor Doom to be a really big villain because Doctor Doom is one of the biggest villains ever in Marvel. It reopens up Galactus, and not to mention the X-Men. Dude, I am so hyped for
the possibilities for the MCUs.
So
I'm more excited for just the shows coming out.
That's part of the
than
MCU.
Movies.
No, same, but that's all.
No,
part
I know,
of it.
and like now you kind of have to watch the shows in order to see where the MCU is gonna go, because they did say that shit is canon.
it's clear. I mean,
it's
the
same
obvious,
actors.
yeah.
It's all the same.
same actors, the same characters.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
in
but
the
you know,
movie,
you know,
have their own
sometimes they could
shows.
just have their own, like just the spin-off shows. But like it is cool. At first, I was like, that's kind of stupid because I didn't have Disney Plus, and I'm like, I don't want to have to watch these shows to know what the fuck's going on. But it's like, it's obvious. Like that's what you're gonna do if you're gonna spin off the shows. It should somehow tie into the grand scheme of things. But I'm more. I kind of like the idea of them being shows more than movies at this point, honestly. And I'm really, really, really excited for what they have for Star Wars.
Dude, yeah.
More than fucking than the MCU, because like
I'm in the opposite. I'm opposite.
I am.
well, I mean,
both.
you don't really like Star Wars like that anyway.
I'm not that into Star Wars like you.
So
guys,
that's just not even a that's not even a thing.
Yeah, I'm
But,
excited
like,
for Star Wars because it looks like they're finally like I'm gonna call them brave enough to get away from the Skywalker saga, to get away from anything Skywalker directly.
Right.
You know, like
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I was talking with Nathan when we were watching all the trailers and stuff. Is that like the best stuff from Star Wars is when they're not doing the whole Jedi, Skywalker stuff. Like for me, most recently, what I enjoyed the most out of Star Wars was Rogue One.
Yeah.
And that had nothing to do with Jedi's and stuff.
It had everything to do with the story, but sure, I get what you're saying.
Right, but like you get, I mean, yes, it's a prequel to whatever, but you get what I'm saying, though. Right?
I get what you're saying, Rafa.
Literally started off the whatever. It's I get
Alex is you know what Alex is doing, but I get what you're saying.
I agree with you. Like same thing. It's the stories that they're telling, that they told there, that they told in Solo, and that they're telling in the Mandalorian, is around that Skywalker story, right? Because that's the whole dark side versus whatever the fuck with Luke Skywalker and that whatever. But they're not focused on that. So we don't see, Luke Skywalker running around like an animal or whatever. It's
and they could even get further from that, and they can just tell other stories that have nothing to do with these people.
Yeah, and I'm super excited for, because Star Wars the lore is so big. It's like damn near endless, because obviously when you get space and galaxies, you can literally do whatever you want at that point. But like the Mandalorian has cemented itself as my favorite Star Wars thing. Like I like it better than the movies. I like it it's my favorite piece of Star Wars, and then Rogue One will be second. But these two things, when they get away from that, at first, like the fanboy in me, I'm like, oh man, no more cool Jedi shit, no more of these characters that I grew up loving. But after the last 3 movies, I'm like, I am ready to get the fuck away from Darth Vader. I mean, not Darth Vader per se, but like that storytelling, that story. I'm so far, like I don't want that anymore. You can put Darth Vader in something else, fine. You can put Obi-Wan in something else, which is why I'm excited for that show. But like, don't give me that story anymore. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with that. So I'm super excited for all the little spin-offs that they're doing. And honestly, since I just found out about Rogue Squadron, I might be a little more excited for that one than Obi-Wan.
The Rogue Squadron movie.
Yeah. Because, I mean, picture Top Gun, but X-Wings. Like, if they do it like that,
True,
that
yeah.
shit'll be lit.
Nah, man. I am super excited for the Obi-Wan show. I have from the beginning because at this point I think Obi-Wan might be one of my favorite characters. Actually, you know what? I like all the characters that I like all the characters. They just seem to focus more on like the Skywalker saga, but not the characters themselves. Like the whole Skywalker saga was like the character development of Anakin and how his shit shaped the future, but they never really get into like the other characters, even though they go through a lot. So it's like I appreciate that now they're giving these other characters that don't necessarily have to are a part of the main story, well, other than Obi-Wan and like Ahsoka, but like they're getting into their own shit, not just how the story happened, but how like what they did during the side or how that shit affected them later on. And I'm excited for Ahsoka's show. I fucking can't wait. Rosario Dawson in Mandalorian, she did fantastic. She looked fantastic. I can't wait for that shit. I can't wait for the Obi-Wan show. I'm more excited because Hayden Christensen's in it.
Are you
I think that's
excited
great.
for the Bad Batch?
I am super excited for the Bad Batch. I just finished Clone Wars last night. The Bad Batch is awesome. You guys should really watch the Clone Wars because a lot of the shows and spin-offs come from that. If you guys are interested in any of the extra fucking lore of Star Wars, but I would say that the strongest thing of Star Wars is its extended stories outside of the main canon.
It's all the main stuff, man. Like, one show that gets a lot of praise is the Clone Wars animated show.
Dude, I just finished it last night. Fantastic. It really gets into the kind of like what the original trilogy was trying to do, because it tries to get into the political aspect and how the Sith kind of like weaved and snaked its way into being the top before they even took over. And the Clone Wars does a really good job of one showing you that this is a war, that they're in the shit, but it also weaves in the story of how exactly Palpatine is always one step ahead. And if you watched all of the Star Wars, you can blatantly see like where the shit is happening. Like, oh, start this and this is this. You fucking morons! You should have caught this here. It's really really good. Ahsoka is a great character. Is a great fucking character. Great fucking show. I can't praise it enough. And all of the spin-offs come from that, except for like Obi-Wan. But like the Bad Batch is from Clone Wars.
Talk about how Anakin's voice actor is the worst of all time.
I don't like his voice actor. That's just
talk about how he's the worst. Just say it. Say it.
He's not good. Yeah,
he's fucking horrible.
It's pretty bad. But get past that. Shoot, that's a good show. That's a good show.
Voice it yourself.
I'm like 8 episodes into it, like the first season or whatever.
It does start off very, very slow.
No, I like it. I like the way it looks. I like it. It's just like whenever he opens his mouth, I'm like, oh, please stop talking. But
just put your voice over it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the subtitles and read it out loud.
Yeah.
No, but Rafa, I just found out they're doing a prequel to Rogue One, so you should be excited.
Ooh.
They're doing a movie for Cassian Andor. Cassian.
Whoa, Alex.
Yep, he has a spin-off movie.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
This is a rebellion, is it not?
That's not the character.
That's not the.
I rebel.
Okay, well
it is.
That's not the character.
Hey man, shit, shut up.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of really great.
I'm excited.
Really great announcements. A lot of really huge stuff coming.
And,
it's so much to get into, but we're not gonna do that.
Before this announcement, I was like, man, HBO Max got it going on.
Yeah.
They got this, they got that. Now it's like, no, Disney Plus is where it's gonna be at.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, it's because you have to like Marvel and you have to like Star Wars to get excited about this. If there's some people out there that aren't into neither,
true,
means dick to them, But obviously, most people like either or both, So
right.
I feel like at least for the superhero stuff, because everybody wants to go see Endgame.
they have everybody for they have something for everybody. Fucking Aliens is like, what the hell? There's an Alien series. Ridley Scott is on it. You know, like.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be so good.
Oh shit, he's Ridley Scott's doing it too.
Hold on, I might have lied. Let me see.
Are you lying to me?
No, it's somebody
That
else.
sounds pretty dope.
No, it's somebody else.
All right,
my
you
bad.
bitch.
My
You
bad.
son of a
my
bitch.
bad. Never mind. That's just
Son
gonna
of a-
suck. That's just gonna suck.
That'd be pretty cool. An
Fucking
Alien
asshole.
series.
Yeah, I'm excited because
Like a
Alien is at
scary-
its best when it's slow. You know, when it's like
Yeah.
when it's boiling. Yeah, I'm excited for a series that you can slow it all the fuck down and keep the horror up if they go that route. You know, so I'm eager for that. But yeah, Lightyear, man. Lightyear's the best thing that got announced. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I was gonna bring that back up. Like, bro, what an ingenious thing. Like, why didn't they? Like, I'm very surprised they haven't done this sooner. The origin story of Buzz Lightyear, like the actual astronaut that the action figure's based on.
I have an asterisk. Well, not everything on this is Disney Plus because this is just Disney, like everything they own, and they own a whole bunch of shit.
Right.
So, like for example, yeah, like that's gonna be a theatrical release. Obviously, it's a movie.
Right. I just think that's insane. Like, damn, why didn't you do that sooner?
Oh man, I'm excited. I didn't even think to like that there was a human that they based it on or something. Like that's it's not about the
Right.
toy. It's about the human who became the toy. Like who was the toy was based off of.
Right. Like this famous astronaut or whatever
Yeah.
that did what the hell
But they like
get a toy.
they did something like that. It was a video game. It was like Star Command something for the PlayStation, where they kind of talked about like because I guess Buzz Lightyear was a show in that in Toy Story world. Not in
Well,
the
yeah,
world
he
of
was
Toy
like a
Story.
famous
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
you guys don't remember? You guys don't remember the
show. They had a cartoon.
The cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a cartoon. I was thinking about the game based on the cartoon, forgetting that there was a cartoon.
Yeah, like we like yes when we were watching the game show, like literally after the game show, we started looking at all the trailers or whatever.
Yeah,
And me and Nathan looked up the Lightyear trailer.
yeah.
I love that show.
And then it was just a teaser trailer. And then I'm like, remember the cartoon? And I put it on. And we watched like 5 minutes of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the show's great.
But
Yeah, like it starts off with like the actual like toys. They all gather around like a TV and they have like the VHS tape, and they put it into the VHS tape, into
Right.
the VCR, and they start watching the the cartoon.
I gotta rewatch that shit.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's Buzz Lightyear, and then like the little alien dudes. They're like his assistants.
Yeah. I remember it now that you said it.
And then like
Yeah,
they
dude,
build a little robot
Okay.
that follows him around. And then
Okay. We
the,
seen
whatever,
it.
bro. I can tell you don't like the show.
I
can
don't.
tell you hate Buzz Lightyear.
I do.
Yeah, you hate Buzz Lightyear.
It's definitely not my most anticipated
Obviously,
thing.
you hate him.
They should do a origin story for Woody when he was a sheriff.
No.
It's called Woody's Roundup. It's
I
already
was
done.
about to say no. Disney Plus needs to fucking make Woody's Roundup.
Man, you
I
said
wanna see
no, like no, that was a bad idea, and then double down. You know
No,
what,
I
yeah, man?
want
You know, hold on.
Roundup.
All right, fuck off what you all talk about. I hope 100% that Zurg appears in this Lightyear movie. Like I
Of course
hope,
he's gonna appear.
but it's a young Lightyear though. That's the thing. It's not like
he's gonna
Did
be
you
at
say
the end.
Zurg?
He's gonna appear at the end.
Yeah.
How in the fuck?
what do you
How in the fuck?
what are you
Like Zurg?
Yeah, Zurg.
No, Zurg. Yes, John Zurg.
Ah.
Zurg.
No, but no, okay, hold on. Let's get off of that because there was some other stuff that we're gonna get really excited about. Real quick announcements for it. Always Sunny got renewed for fucking 4 more seasons. That's
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
That's huge. Applause for them. That's huge.
Suicide's badass.
All right, and then there's that.
That's a line from the show.
I know. But Rafa, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Disney also announced new seasons of Atlanta,
Woo!
Yeah.
American Horror Story, whatever. Dave is a really good show too.
Yeah.
Dave's fun.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's great, baby.
Mayans, Better Things, Snowfall, and
Bang.
Archer. Hell yeah. dude.
Ooh, more Archer.
I fell off Archer.
I
don't
love
know.
Archer too.
They lost me.
The thing with Archer is like I fall off every time I finish it, right? So like I never like I finish it, then the next season gets announced
Right.
and I don't watch it, and then I'm like I don't remember what season I was on, so I watch it from the beginning all the way up to where they have it, and then it happens again.
Yeah, I do the same shit.
Like
Because when I fall
I
off, I fall
love-
off for years at a time. Like I miss 2 or 3 seasons at a time.
Yeah, I left off where I think he was in a coma or something.
Yeah, the Dream Island shit, and I don't even remember. Like, it's all.
I don't think I finished the Dream Island.
And like, so like he's in a coma. So then the season is just it's playing out in his head and in Archer's head or something like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get behind that. I was like, ah.
I just remember they were really small and they went to someone's brain,
Yeah, I remember that too.
and then they got really big before they got to leave, and they just like
Blew up
blew that dude up.
Yeah.
Oh no! Or didn't they fucking move to Miami or something like that, and they became
Archer
like a
Vice.
PI?
I think that was season 5.
Yeah. I
Archer
think I
Vice
saw
was
that.
good. I like
think
that.
Man, I don't even fucking remember what.
And there was like Danger Island or something. Like, see, I don't know where I left off
I
or
don't
what I
remember.
saw.
Like, I don't see. The thing is, like, I don't know what's real and what's not real. Like, I don't know what's a dream or not anymore.
Now I have to like watch the whole show to see what the fuck.
Exactly. And I
like,
do it every time, but I don't mind it because like
Yeah, I do the same
they're
thing.
so funny and like I catch something in the background every time I watch it, so it's fine.
Right.
But like I gotta
Lana.
bookmark something or just write it down so I don't have to watch the whole thing again.
Lana,
Yeah.
Lana.
That's crazy.
So,
Phrasing.
but yeah, a lot of big
There's
stuff.
a lot going on
A lot of
right
big
now.
stuff in gaming and in fucking TV and movies and entertainment.
Do
so
you want ants? I'm just
just start naming.
I was
You're
just going
just
through
doing
all of
season
them.
1 quotes like that's.
Yeah.
He's
'cause
just
that's how
doing
you
all
get
the-
ants. But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much it. We covered the grand majority.
Error.
What do you mean error?
Stupid idiot.
What do you mean error?
Shock. Gasp.
The best
gasp.
crossover event in the world. Fucking
What?
Spider-Man, baby.
Wait a
Fucking
minute now.
Spider-Man.
Oh
What's going on?
my
on now.
What is this?
mistake.
How did
What's
you?
up?
How could you have possibly
Oh,
forgot about Spider-Man?
I
you
didn't
talking
forget.
about?
I didn't
What are you
forget.
talking about? Hmm?
So
What is this?
Spider-Man 3, right?
Mhm.
The most rumored movie of all
Ever.
time. Just dropped bombs on everybody. Were these confirmed
Yeah.
before I continue? Or are
Uh,
there more rumors?
some of them are. I will tell you which ones are confirmed and which are not, as you name.
Okay, I'm pulling up a list because there is a list. So
There's a few actually.
here we go. I'm gonna say them and then I'm gonna put the bomb sound effect in the background. Here we go.
Okay.
Cool. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. We're gonna see the return in Spider-Man 3, right? Aside from Tom Holland and all the other people, right? We're gonna
Well,
see
yeah, that's just
the return of Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker.
that's rumored. That's reported.
Okay, hold on.
That's reported.
All right, Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane Watson.
I think that's also rumored.
God damn it. Alfred Molina as Doctor
That's
Octopus.
confirmed. That is confirmed. That is for sure.
What?
He's coming back, baby.
He's back. He's back.
I think I think the way they're gonna do it is that when he went underwater, right? The
Bro,
sun
did you,
teleported
like,
him.
are you saying what? Like you don't know, or like do you really not?
I'm putting up for.
Okay.
Here we go.
'Cause I'm like, do you really not know?
I
'Cause
do know.
Toby Maguire and Emma Stone.
those are rumors.
Oops,
I think
oops. That was an accident. That was the boo was an accident. The boo was an accident.
Tobey Maguire is like super rumored and reported because there was like pictures of him going to like a costume fitting.
According to this, it says that they're currently undergoing negotiations to return.
Yeah. So like yeah, there was like screenshots after those rumors went out of like Tobey Maguire going somewhere to get like costume fitted. They think it's for Spider-Man, but like that's like super duper rumored. But at this point, with everybody else coming into the fray, it's not out of the realm. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility when these rumors first came out of nowhere.
The Benjamins
But-
speak differently, though. If the money not there, they might not do it. So we will see.
That's true.
Oh,
But Marvel
this
got
is
the
a
money.
lot of star power.
Marvel got the money. So, but it's not
Yeah, he can do
only dude. This movie is becoming one of the craziest movies ever. It's not only Ghost of Spider-Man's pasts that are coming here, dog. It's not only that. We're gonna see Charlie Cox returning as Daredevil.
Yup. I believe that is confirmed.
Oh,
That is confirmed.
and then obviously Electro from
Right. But bro, fucking Daredevil?
That's gonna be cool.
Why?
why, John? Why? That's why.
Like
So does this confirm? So that means that those shows are canon, right?
No, not necessarily.
well, they
Well,
one they
now I'm
kind of were.
confused.
Well, they
I'm
were
confused.
pseudo canon.
They were pseudo canon because they did reference the MCU a lot.
But the
shows.
thing about it is because the MCU and all these stories are going into multiverses and they're going into all these other timelines, they don't necessarily have to acknowledge them, but they can because they'll just say it's a different timeline. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
now this is like technically it's real and it isn't.
Which would make fucking sense why that building blew up in the Defenders and no one showed up from all the other superheroes, which is my biggest gripe. I'm not gonna let that go.
My thing is like, what is this blind lawyer gonna do against whatever the hell?
The same thing Daredevil does in the comics. He's there. He's around.
Right, but like, no, he's around. I know that. It's just like
now,
really?
now you're questioning Daredevil.
I'm not.
Right.
Well, one, I've always questioned Daredevil. One, he's a blind guy. That's one. Two,
Oh, but-
it's just like he doesn't have any. He literally doesn't
Oh.
have any fucking powers
Get him,
against
Rafa,
a
get him.
literal
Get him, Rafa.
beam of lightning.
Get him.
A
Get him.
fucking wizard
but
to do
shut
with
up.
mechanical
But
arms.
Black
What is he
Widow
gonna
Thank
do?
you.
And,
Thank
and,
you.
And Hawk could hang out.
I've also said that they shouldn't be there either.
And Nicholas Fury. What the fuck Nick
And
Fury got?
He doesn't do shit.
He got one eye. He's almost
He
Daredevil.
doesn't do shit. What does he do? He doesn't do shit.
Yeah, he doesn't have powers, does he?
Stop being
He doesn't have powers.
biased, John.
I'm just like, why? Same thing as fucking Black Widow and Hawkeye. That doesn't make any.
Well,
Doesn't make any
Hawkeye has
sense.
powers.
He doesn't have
Don't get
powers.
it twisted. Hawkeye has powers.
His power of
Power.
his family's dead,
He was.
but
Wow.
Wow.
but not anymore though, because you know he had to change the future or whatever.
So he doesn't have powers.
So he doesn't. No, he doesn't have powers.
Yeah, I just looked it up. He doesn't. He's just.
No, he doesn't.
he's just a
really good
marksman.
assassin.
No, he's just like Deadshot. Like Deadshot doesn't have powers either. He's just a fucking marksman. That's it.
Does Black Widow
I'm
have powers?
excited.
No.
Who?
Black Widow's just a really good assassin.
They're both just really good at their job.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't get, whatever. Okay.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I knew they did, and I was just by like reading it and confirming it. I'm like, why are you guys in the Avengers? Like,
It's like,
The
what do you
Hulk-
do?
the Hulk is there. What the fuck are you doing? You think they feel self-conscious, like, or like we're the
energy.
bench? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, they rarely need us because what
I mean,
the fuck
are
we
they
need?
the Mensch? Because they're in the original Avengers,
well, one's
like in
dead.
the MCU.
Well, one's dead, so.
But they're in the original MCU Avengers.
Nah, I mean,
don't
but
they
like,
say
what-
something
like,
in
what? What?
fucking Hawkeye says some shit in Age of Ultron. It's like we're in a floating city or whatever, and I got a bow and arrow. This shit don't make no sense.
Well, at least he knows.
Like he knows his place, and that's why I like Hawkeye. Like he knows he doesn't make any sense here, but you know he does his best anyway.
But back to Spider-Man 3. I mean, this movie has so many people. Like,
Yo,
dog, Doctor Strange is in this movie too. Like, there's so much happening in this fucking movie.
Yeah. There's a lot going. Like I don't see what's hilarious is that like one of the things that plagued the original last movies of like Spider-Man 3 and the Amazing Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, was like they were plagued with characters and storylines that didn't go anywhere or just like it was bloated. This has those characters and well, not all of them, but like handpicked from those movies and all the new characters plus some of the ones from the MCU that they're doing now. It's like, what the fuck is you gonna do?
Well, since we're
Like-
in the era of spin-offs and multiverses, like they literally some of these characters are just gonna pop in and out. Like I don't see them, being on screen for too long. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Spider-Man, yes, but like Daredevil might just be like a pop-in, or a back character, kind of like the pig in Spider-Verse. Like he was in it and he's like not, but he wasn't necessarily a main character. You
He
get
was
what
a
I'm saying?
main character. What do you mean?
No, he was not.
He was a
He-
main character.
but you see what I'm saying? Like he was in the movie and he played a prominent enough role, but he wasn't in it most of the movie. Like similar, like all the other Spider-Man that's not Peter and Miles, they were in it, but they weren't in it the whole time. And they still told the story with him.
Right, like they're in the story, but it's not their story.
Exactly. And I picked the pig because I think he was in it least of everybody.
Show your mouth about
I
him.
liked him. I liked Peter Porker or whatever. Fuck.
I know.
But my thing is like I think it's gonna be like that, and that's probably the best way to handle it. If it's a 2-hour movie, like you don't want to have. So you don't want to start up 4 or 5 different fucking stories and just to have them try to wind down all at the last act. Like leave
Right,
room
no, like
for
they
later.
like if this is the group, they should have a common cause rather than like they all have their own shit. Or if they do have their own shit, it's like more character development rather than
Yeah, I
being-
100% see it like they're trying to get back to their timeline. That would make sense.
Yeah,
the most. You know, like it's exactly how Spider-Verse did it. I'm not saying exactly like rip it off, but the only way it would make sense to include all these characters is to like, yo, what the fuck? We're here now. Let's try to get back. Let's try to fix this.
or there's some big baddie. Same fucking thing. Like some big
Yeah.
baddie is causing this ripple. We have to stop them,
Yeah.
and the only way we can do it is together.
Yeah, exactly. So, but ultimately, we might see just some Spider-Man die, and just continue with Tom Holland because
Or-
Alfred Molina is now Doc Ock. Sinister Six is a thing that's been happening in the background of the Spider-Man movies. So
Do you think they'll Sinister Six it with all of them like
yeah,
multiverse?
because we have Electro confirmed again. We now have Doc Ock. We already had Scorpion and Vulture. Who else are we missing?
Yes.
Rhino. We have a Rhino. No, we don't have a Rhino. They mentioned a Rhino, and I don't know if it's going to be Paul Giamatti, but I think they mentioned a Rhino in one of the stories. Right? Or am I confused?
Paul Giamatti, Amazing Spider-Man. That was Paul Giamatti's, but I don't know if he's going to be in it.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, with all these, now they have most of the Sinister Six. So, like, confirmed. So I think what's going to happen
Yeah.
is this timeline is going to get, like, fucked up. Some of them are going to die. Looking at Andrew Garfield. And,
I see Tobey Maguire.
well, I don't know because Kristen Dunst is in it. Well, Gwen Stacy's coming too, so I don't know. I
But
don't know.
there is there's rumors, or I don't know if they're confirmed or not. That's why they're rumors. But that with the inclusion of Emma Stone, right,
Yes.
as Gwen Stacy, that they might do Spider Gwen, like a live action Spider Gwen,
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
which I'm not against.
What I think is that like they're gonna open up like the multiverse, and then just for like a brief few seconds, maybe a minute or so, you're gonna see all the different Spider-Men doing their thing, like quick cameos and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
I truly hope not,
I
but
think that's what's gonna happen.
it does make sense too. Like just to
Yeah.
have like it could be a sequence where Doctor Strange is like, "Oh, you think this is the only universe of Spider-Man?" Like trying to put Peter in his place because he's now the
Right.
father figure or whatever.
Right.
And he's like,
Right.
"Peep this shit right here, young one," and he starts doing like the Naruto hand things, and then he just, you know what I'm
Ooh.
saying, like he just opens
What
up
if
portals.
what if he just sends
Right.
him through like he like the I forget what that lady's name is, but in Doctor Strange how she opens up like his third eye or whatever.
Oh,
and he,
when
like,
he, like-
flies through everything.
Yeah,
And he's gonna be like, "You idiot! You don't even know what the fuck you're doing." Flies through all the different movies.
yeah. Oh, that'd be big lame if it's just they just cut through all the sequences and it's
like,
just
"Hi,
you
it's
think
me."
you think you're the only one to have you think you're the only Spider-Man to suffer loss and B to fight a big bad, and it cuts to Gwen Stacy dying and then him fighting Electro, and it cuts to
Right.
like
It's
some
you're-
unknown Mary Jane
You
death.
got it. You got it. The easiest Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And fucking.
And it just cuts to him
shows him all the
fighting
other
Alfred
stuff.
Molina, like Doc Ock. That'd be lame.
That's kind of cool too, though.
No, that'd be lame.
No, like they'll show him like that, and then at the end, oh, I'm not strong enough. So then he brings all the other Spider-Man.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It is.
Or just listen to this, guys. This is kind of crazy, so I need you guys to come along with me, okay?
This is
So
gonna
it's
sound
like-
stupid.
I-
as hell, Peter.
I hope you're not gonna say what I want to say, but go ahead.
No, it's not. You're not. You're gonna be where the fuck this came from. So Spider-Man, he's fighting, right? And then they open up a multiverse, and then Aku comes out, and Aku sends Spider-Man into the future, and it's Samurai Peter Parker.
Or there's a Spider-Man in the future already.
There's a Spider-Man in the future.
Samurai Jack.
Okay, what I was gonna say was, no, they're
I
hanging
never
out.
want Rafa to speak again.
Like, so picture, what's his face? Doctor Strange is just sunning Peter, right? And he's like,
Right.
come here, little spoiled shit.
Slap
Come
him.
here. Like, sure, Tony Stark gave you this
Slap
armor.
him one time.
Yeah, no, he's like, Tony Stark gave you this armor, but you're not a man enough to wear it. Sit the fuck down right here. Let me show you something. So he takes out 2 Blu-rays, one of the Amazing Spider-Man and one of the
Mhm.
original Sam Raimi trilogy. He's like, check this shit out, dog. And he just pops them in. and all we see is just them.
Is
like the
Peter
older-
watching the movies?
Yeah. So it's just him like watching the original Spider-Man 2. It's like this is where you want to be. This is where you want to go. This is your potential. You can hit Spider-Man 2 level of Spider-Man,
So
or
you could be Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, you could
or
be
do you want to be
Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man?
or do you want to be Amazing Spider-Man 2? And then Peter's
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know, that one sounds amazing. Hold on, young one. So he pops it in, and then he sees that movie, and he's like, this is the worst timeline.
He's like, appearances can be deceiving, and then he shows him that one.
He's like, this is the worst timeline. You do not want to go here. And then he just cuts
like,
to like
it doesn't
Gwen
get
Stacy
worse than
dying,
this.
and then Electro, and he's like, make better choices, young man. And then that's the movie.
Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, this movie franchise died after the second one. You're lucky you got the third."
Hey man, Spider-Man 3 is gonna be lit. And then
Hell
Daredevil,
yeah.
and then Daredevil's in the back like, I can't see this movie.
And it's like, that sounds like a good movie. Like, wow, this
No,
Amazing
he's gonna be
Spider-Man
like-
2 doesn't
he's gonna be
sound
like-
so amazing at all.
He's gonna be like, oh shit, I had eyes. Oh no, he was blind as a kid, right? Never mind.
He was blind.
Never
No,
mind.
That's the story.
no, he got hit with
But he was
his
like young.
flash-
He was young when it happened.
He was young, yeah. He
Yeah.
got hit with like chemicals went
Yo,
to his eyes.
imagine he's like, oh man, I was so looking forward to watching this movie in theaters, but and then he just never was able to see it.
It's
Oh,
like,
like no,
huh.
you know they should have him. They should have him walking to the theater. Oh man, with ticket in his hand,
Somebody
ready.
throw shit in his
Someone
face.
with just a cup of acid just throws it in his eyes. Like,
Yeah.
ah!
He's like, now I can't see the movie.
Somebody with Daredevil juice, like right in his face. Like, ugh.
Daredevil
Daredevil
juice. It's
juice.
just acid. It's just
It's
like
just-
radioactive, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But like, he's the only one that got it. So it's like Daredevil juice. Like no
It should
one
just
else.
Be like, it should be like Daredevil's walking. It's like, oh, I can't wait to see this movie. Excuse me, ticket man. I am here to watch Spider-Man 2 in theaters. And then the ticket guy's like, oh, excuse me, let me grab my cup of acid, and throws it in his face right at the theater. And he's like, no, ticket man, you betrayed me.
He's just like
And then now he fights crime.
pocket
Yeah.
acid that man at that kid. in his
Yeah,
face,
and he's like, that's
pocket acid.
illegal. I'm gonna sue this theater. I'm really good at suing people. I'm a lawyer now. And
Yeah,
then
man,
that's
we
Daredevil.
should write these movies. You know.
And
And
then
that's
and,
it.
and he gets his name because he's blind, right? He's like scared, so he runs through traffic, and because he can't see, so he doesn't know where he's going. And some
And
random
Spider-Man saves him.
some random dude in the street, because he's in New York, like, yo, look at that little Daredevil running across the street, and that's how he got
So-
his name.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I love it.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
what are you, some sort of daredevil?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, oh, watch out! This guy's walking across the street while there's a red sort of daredevil or something.
Yup.
He's like, I should be a lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
It's
go.
like, I'm gonna be a boxing lawyer.
He's like,
I can.
do I dare to dream?
It's
What
like,
about
I could beat people's ass with my walking stick.
I can hear color. Okay, let's do this.
For real.
So
I mean,
Isn't it
dude,
like, doesn't it like his eyes when he sees things, like, cause he's not blind, but he is blind, but when he sees, it's
He-
like everything's like a flaming inferno
he
or something.
essentially can see what Neo sees in the Matrix. Like that's what he sees.
Or
but-
outside of the Matrix.
Yeah, that's what he sees. Like just the code, but like it's audio. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's cool. I guess.
Hey, good for you, Daredevil.
Like remember when in the Ben Affleck movie when it rained and he saw Jennifer Garner because the rain
And he
was
said,
like
"Damn,
making
you're so
audio
cute."
on her face. Remember that?
Remember when he was Ben Affleck version of that of Daredevil, when he's Daredevil but he fucking uses echolocation like a bat?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's essentially a bat. Honestly,
He's Batman. He's
TBH
the real Batman.
TBH. They might have just wanted to call him Batman, but that was already taken. So
Honestly, he's the Batman.
or they could call him Dolphin Man, because dolphins do the same thing.
They should call him E.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Yeah.
It's like,
E
My
man.
name's Matt Murdock. I'm a lawyer by day, and I go by E.
It lagged when you said it, so you just
Yeah.
disappeared.
It was
Yeah. Yeah. By night.
Oh man. Okay, so there's that. Spider-Man 3 is gonna
Lots
be a
of
great
good
movie.
stuff. Lots of good stuff
yeah.
happened.
Okay.
It's
You
a
know
good-
what, dude? We should invest our time and money to make Dolphin Man the movie.
Oh, dude, we already got his
Dolphin Man.
backstory. He was a kid in the theater who got pocket acid thrown at his face.
No, we
by the
gotta change
ticket
it.
by the ticket guy.
Oh.
No, it's my favorite part.
Yeah, that was the
No,
funniest part.
but he's Dolphin Man, so we gotta like have it relate to.
Okay, I
dolphin.
got it. So
he's
this
gonna
is a
go
spin-off.
visit a dolphin.
Better. So this is a spin-off universe off of that Simpsons episode where the dolphins came out to land, right?
The kid to take over.
Yeah.
Beating
So,
the shit out of everybody.
there was one dolphin left, right? There was a war. Like we were just saying, there was a war, and the humans took it back, but not before a dolphin fell in love with a woman, right? So
Right.
this movie
What's that
takes
fucking
place.
movie?
Hold on. This movie
Isn't
takes
this that,
place years after that, right? The dolphin's dead, whatever. Like the dolphins were looked down upon, and this guy was the spawn of the woman-dolphin love relationship, and that's Dolphin Man. But he's blind.
What's that movie? Like with the Shape of Water.
I never seen that.
As that.
I never seen that.
It's not that. It's just someone falls in love with a fish person. That's that. It's literally what you're saying right now.
Okay, no, but my story, the Dolphin Man one, is the son of that, and how
So you're literally like Birth of Water, a sequel.
Okay, yeah, but he's a superhero.
That's fine, but I'm just
Okay.
saying. The Shape of Birth. I'm trying to name it. I don't know what to name it.
No, the Shape
That's
of Birth.
disgusting.
No. Okay, that's a horrible movie idea. Let's we can end this podcast on the Shape of Birth. I don't think we need to. We can't top that anymore on this episode.
No.
No.
Should we?
No, we can. I'm just afraid of where it will go. So I'm just gonna leave it here.
We've already. There's a lot. We've
Yeah.
already spoken of.
So thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Playing Pod. It's episode 46 of the Playing Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa. Make sure to follow us on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms. You can do that. I think I know Spotify. You can to do it. Follow us on Twitter, Geekjar3000.
Yes.
Make sure to watch Rafa
Yes, of
stream.
course.
That's RafaBot Gaming on Twitch. Follow our YouTube, Geekjar3000. All that good stuff. We do a lot. And there's that.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes. No, that was good.
Stay tuned for Dolphin Man at a theater near you.
Bye.
In a world where a man loses his eyes. Alex, the
One
dolphin-
rogue dolphin.
The dolphin fucks his eyes out.
Oh, Jesus. I had
In
a
a world where.
I got it. So picture this, right? Picture this. It's a boy. He's just going to school, right? And whatever. He gets blinded and he falls into the water. And a dolphin saves his life and raises him as one of his own. Because dolphins breathe air too, right?
Right, like his heart stops, so the dolphin fucks him back to life.
Why does the dolphin have to fuck
Okay.
anything?
Goodbye. Thank you
Because
for
dolphins are
watching.
horny. They know what to do.
Goodbye.
Stop recording.